all of these songs for y'all for 30 years. I'm just trying to relax in the blessing, you know what I'm saying? I don't take this for granted, man. I'm very thankful for the gift God has given me, man. And for y'all to fight for me all these years, keeping my shit alive, man. Fuck that! Stupid ass shit!
They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They didn't give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man. We have some serious relationship problems that nobody has been able to address us on because everybody wants to pretend that this is not going on. Over 60% of our women are single, widowed, separated, or divorced. They don't have a man. I just came out of Florida and they got a housing complex that the Urban League built, which is a black organization that is for women and children only. They say they don't allow any men in there. I didn't have time to deal with it, but I talked about them real bad. That's the silliest program I've ever heard of. You know them women that had men if they got a bunch of children. They need fathers. They need protection. We hear about the drug problem that we have in our projects across the country. It's one of the major places that we have a drug problem. We talk about the great strength that we have as black women. Well, the welfare department don't rent government apartments to single black men. Those apartments belong to black women. They did not tell us that all of that being my own person and I'm independent would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism. They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one. They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They didn't give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't.
It's on you, and that's why these haters is at you. So just keep on doing you, baby. You don't have to give these fools an explanation. I admit it, I admit it.
Here to support Officer Rkelly because I believe he's innocent.
What have you seen in the trial so far? Do you think it's a fair trial?
Yes, I believe it's a fair trial, and I believe now y'all can really hear the truth. It's not a one-sided story no more. He's been defamed in the media, and every media is biased. So now y'all get the truth.
Do you believe some of the witnesses, Javonda Pace, the stories that she told?
No, they're too inconsistent.
For years and in fact we had a conversation about it on the show a few weeks back about the blowback that attorneys risk facing from the public over who they choose to represent. I get tweets from viewers asking why I keep inviting certain lawyers who represented less than desirable clients, and of course that question that we all get, defense lawyers get, how can you defend a guilty person? I'm curious, how would you respond? What would be your response to that question?
Well, first of all, let me start by saying that that is a general question I get all the time. I don't know whether it's specific to Rkelly or not, and I'm not here to, I don't trust the verdict that came back in Rkelly's case. So I'm not going to say he's guilty until I believe that there is a fair process. I don't rely on verdicts where the process was not fair. So let me make that clear. I do not believe that the verdict is a reliable indicator of whether Rkelly is in fact factually guilty. But to your general question of, how do you represent unpopular people? How do you represent people that the media has already convicted? How do I represent them? I'm a defense attorney, and that's what I do. And I believe to my core that the government needs to be held accountable, and when they don't go about this process in a fair and just way, that is a miscarriage of justice, and it affects all of us. And I guess I just really believe in that principle. It just doesn't matter to me whether it's Rkelly or Bill Cosby or any number of wrongfully convicted people that I have represented over the years. It just does not matter. It's all the same to me, because if the system doesn't work for one, it doesn't work for any of us. And I guess I'm just really focused on that principle. And it doesn't, my view is if you're a defense attorney and you can't get with that idea, then maybe find a different career.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. First off, I want to tell y'all, I want y'all to listen to this audio that I'm going to play. Wait a minute. And shout out to Uncle Luke, because I might be late getting this information, but I don't care. The later, the better, as long as I got it. Some of y'all might have heard this before. I didn't, but it also helps me with Gloria and a few others of answers that I was looking for when it came out, when Cassie came out and Gloria, Aaron Hall's baby mom, came out and was throwing allegations around at Uncle Luke and the industry, saying that they groomed minors. I'm gonna tell y'all now, you're gonna hear some very explicit things in this audio. You're gonna hear a bunch of celebrities' names being called in this audio, but it all makes sense of what I've been thinking that was going on at these parties, that was going on within our community, and why a lot of these celebrities are really quiet with this Diddy thing. It's like I don't know, maybe it's me, but sit back. Um, all I can say is just sit back. If you eating your breakfast or you off today, it's a little lengthy, but I'm playing it. Because when Gloria came out and was going at Uncle Luke, and I remember him saying specifically, and I'm going to play the audio before I play the other audio. He said, grooming, I don't know what that means. He said, everybody that was around me, I made them, they had to sign paperwork. But when you hear the thing in this audio, and while she was on that platform that day with Cisco, brace yourself, it's a lot. Good morning, Rita.
Learn what the grooming mean. I don't even know what the fucking grooming mean. Grooming. Fuck is grooming. They had to explain that to me. Y'all got the right one. I don't have no problem going to court. I'm not Russell Simmons. I'm not them other people. I don't do that. I know my brand. My brand is Luke, hey, we want some pussy. Face down, up, that's what like. Me so horny. The problem is when you know your brand and you know what you're singing about, you subject yourself to be in that kind of trap faster. So what you have to do is really not be about what those songs is talking about, because you can get yourself jammed up. I just learned what the grooming mean. I video everything. Everybody sign releases. I do shows. Ain't no underage people be doing no show with me. I fire girls. You get caught, I have chaperone for the girls, a one head dancer. It's always one head dancer. And she put everybody in check. So you doing, this is not a traveling whorehouse. So you gonna mess around with these other artists, you're gonna get sent home, sweetheart. You get fired. I video every. I just learned what the grooming mean. I don't even know what the fucking grooming mean. Grooming. Fuck is grooming. They had to explain that to me. Y'all got the right one. I don't have no problem going to court. I'm not Russell Simmons. I'm not them other people. I don't do that. I know my brand. My brand is Luke, hey, we want some pussy. Face down, up, that's what like. Me so horny. The problem is when you know your brand and you know what you're singing about, you subject yourself to be in that kind of trap faster. So what you have to do is really not be about what those songs is talking about, because you can get yourself jammed up.
Out there say that she handled my shit. My father's a pastor, so my whole thing is that my grandfather being a pimp, it's just like I'm third generation Aaron Hall III. My father's is Aaron Hall Jr. He's a pastor, so I just skipped over it like checkers. And my whole thing is that if you never heard a girl say that no fucked up trick shit about Aaron Hall, then you understand that Let's Chill shit is some real shit.
So that was basically like from some life experience?
Now, my whole thing is that I just think that girls think that a whole lot of guys, run after they shit. You know what I mean?
Talk to me. You can say what you want on there.
But a whole lot of girls out there with the umbilical cords, them young 1970s, 1980s bitches. Yeah. You know what I mean? They try to go up there with the fresh out the pussy shit and think they can get like a nigga like Aaron Hall. I'm historical dick.
Yeah.
They fuck with me.
That's right. That's right.
If they fuck with me, it's a big dick. Everybody know my son's mother. Everybody know that shit. So
yeah, that's glory, and tell them about it.
So when you put Aaron's on it, when you fuck a bitch for 3 days and take the bitch hand and take him out of the man's hand, then you a retired pimp.
Yeah.
But at the time, as soon as I came to South Beach, I just grabbed her, and she'll tell you the same story. I just grabbed her and fucked her for 3 days. Then Aaron's got on a pussy with an apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Like it's Aaron.
I mean, it was
3
like
colors on it.
Yeah, crazy glue.
And my whole thing is that if niggas can't handle me, I'm not gonna never let them get my last name. If you can't handle my dick, you ain't getting my last name. So I've been single for 50 years.
All right now.
A whole lot of niggas out there, from Jamie Foxx to like Denzel Washington to whoever. Everybody know me.
Yeah.
So everybody know if I say it, I'm gonna fuck it to to death. I like the fucking public, you feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to see how I fuck. Like if you speak to Jodeci or Puffy or any of them niggas, they been at my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch touch my dick and she say my dick is small, then she's a lying bitch.
Yeah.
Tell her to name the tattoo that's on my ribs that says warning. And you get these niggas, I'm fucking you up. The thing is, a whole lot of niggas write about taking girls out to shop, taking girls to fly to Dubai and all that shit. Bitch, close your eyes, we anywhere. You feel me? And my whole thing is this. Is that
talk about it.
If you can handle my dick and you can make me still be Aaron Hall without fucking rabbing out your mouth, then I'll take you anywhere. Other than that shit, you back home, bitch.
My son's father's Aaron Hall, y'all don't know.
Let's turn it around.
Wait, did you know that I was his baby mother the time I met you?
I did not know. Aaron Hall, I did not know that was your baby mama. I had no idea.
I don't believe that.
I told him that.
I know you did.
Right. I told him. I was like, hey, man, I didn't know that was your baby mama. But the reason why we laughing about that, because apparently something went viral. Would you like to share with the audience?
Oh, my God. Okay, so as you know on Vlad TV, Vlad gets people flustered. And he flustered my son's father. And my son's father said a few things that were not so pleasant about me.
Oh.
But this is 8 years ago, so it just recently went viral.
Where my pearls at?
She was standing up with a Jamaican rapper named Mad Lion.
Okay, I know who that is.
Big Pun, Fat Joe, Method Man, like whoever you speak to, just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, and went upstairs and fucked her. When I saw her, she was dancing with Luke and them. I didn't know she was a puppy, you know what I mean?
That's right.
She was tall, she was big, blonde hair, bone with the black pant leather. I was like, I'm getting that. Everybody knows I couldn't even really speak then. I had a speech impediment. I don't stutter anymore. So I just went there and just grabbed her hand and went inside the hotel and gave it to her. My mother was Puerto Rican, from Ponce. So when I see anybody that's Spanish, I'm going to grab them.
Okay.
I ain't going to ask if you holding the hand all loose and you holding a conversation with a nigga.
Preach.
I'm going to take your bitch. She chose up already. Now she want to go renegade? Go renegade, bitch.
So I want to say this in response to that we're in a better place now. He apologized to me and my son. He's great to my son. And now we have a grandchild and he's a great grandfather. So I don't need a public apology. I don't care what people think or what people, the past is the past. I forgive him for everything. And I think forgiveness is key to move forward for healing myself and healing him. And now we can laugh. We've cried about things and we move forward from it. Wow. Yeah. So that's why I could be on Vlad TV.
Slow clap, ladies and gentlemen. Slow clap. Bring it up.
But it's real.
No,
it's
that's
growth.
awesome. No,
yeah, it's
I remember
growth.
when you told me that he was your baby's dad. I told you a story that a lot of people may not know. Before I sang any R&B music, I was singing gospel music.
Right.
The first R&B song I ever sang was "Goodbye Love" by Guy, which was led by your baby father.
Right.
And so 60 degrees of separation.
Right.
Here we
met,
are.
Yeah.
Goodbye Love, man. It was like, that was, cause I was like singing gospel.
So, I gave you all a little background. So just remember, you're going to hear Gloria's name. You're going to hear Cisco's name. And a whole bunch of other celebrities. But this is Luke's My Life in the Freaky Times behind the scenes with the celebrities. And let me say this. When she came out recently, when all the stuff came out about Cassie, Luke said, anybody who feel the type of way, sue me. I love to go to court. I ain't Russell Simmons and all of them. See, the difference between me, he said, I made sure that there was consent form signed because we was traveling all around the world. So when she kept saying she was 16, I'm like, and traveling everywhere. And listen, Wait till y'all hear this. Some of y'all might have heard it. I didn't. Okay. I'm not going to put it on the screen because I don't, YouTube is so sensitive. So I'm going to play the audio. Like I said, brace yourself. Here we go.
Hello, how you doing? Welcome to my book. A lot of crazy, freaky stories. A lot of stories that I need to clear up. Sports stories, stories, girl stories, Luke Dancer stories, some of my own personal stories as well. And a lot of celebrity stories. Some of these people I'm going to name and some of these people I'm not going to name. This thing is off the chain once again, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, let me start off introducing to you Uncle Luke's Shadow Suki, the book for the freaking soul. Chapter 1. You know something? Chapter 1 it has to start off like this here, because I got this real eye to spotting real freaks. You know what I'm saying? I can spot a freak from across the room like nobody else in the world. I definitely got to start this book off. This one freak that I spotted, Gloria Velez. So hold on, before I even go any farther talking about Gloria, now this is the same Gloria that you find in King Magazine, XXL. You see all Ja Rule, JC, and all those videos. It's the same girl, You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you the little story about her. Let me clean it up because, you've been hearing all kinds of stories about her. This and that. We've been going back and forth, me and her and all that there. But I'm going to tell y'all the real, true story that cannot be denied because the truth needs to be told. I saw her one day. She came over to a party that I had in my condo. I was staying in my condo at one period of time. It was me and Trick Daddy. And Gloria came over with some girls. It was me, Keith Sweat, Trick, some other friends of mine. We were in the condo. We were chilling, enjoying ourselves. Some of the dancing girls and everything. So Miss Gloria came in. And she was hanging out with us, and one of my other dancers came in. What she did was she brought another stripper with her. So the stripper girl that she brought with her, she had this thing of turning women out. So she made this big old bet. She said, "Oh, I could turn any woman out in the whole wide world, Luke. That's why you should let me roll." Once again, I'm going to say brace yourself, okay? This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. You can't really turn girls out like I think you could turn just that quick. She's like, "No, Luke, I can turn a girl out so fast it make your head spin." I was like, "Okay, well, here's a girl right here who never been turned out." And it was Gloria. And Gloria said, "Oh, no, 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 no. You can't turn me out because I ain't like that. I don't mess with girls. I ain't never been with no girls. I ain't never been down like that there." So the girl eventually whispered something into Gloria's ears. Then I whispered something in her other ear. Before you know it, she was laying out on the glass table in the room. So I dared the girl, and I dared Gloria. And Keith Sweat was sitting there smiling like he always do, because he has a tendency of always ending up in our little sessions. So Keith is sitting there, Trick is sitting there, and we all are laying there on the couch. And before you know it, the girl lays down, Gloria on the table. Say, "Get on the table, Gloria." She then lays on the table. Before you know it, the girl starts
going down on her. And when she started going down on her, she did this one interesting thing with her tongue. You could just imagine, I've never seen a girl do anything like this in my life with her tongue. And she started spitting on her. Then she started breathing on her. And before you know it, Gloria was in love. Gloria sat back on the couch. She was all in the girl's ear. The girl was in her ear. And Gloria did not come in there with the girl, but she left with the girl. And at that point, we said, oh, my, our Gloria has been lost and turned out. So sometime, maybe about a month ago afterwards, came back around the corner, saw Gloria. Gloria was totally out of control. She was an animal. And I said at that point, Gloria, you now can be a loop dancer. Because in order to be a loop dancer, you got to be trisexual. Gloria, this is how she got discovered. Gloria is now back in the strip club. She's stripping in West Palm Beach, because, we're not on the road as much. Gloria's stripping in West Palm Beach. Look, I really want to be in videos and all that. All my girls, they always, they come around. I help them out. Any chance I can get, if they want to do something career-wise, I say, okay, Gloria. So, Jay-Z one day, he comes up. That's where my office is on the beach. We on South Beach, and he comes up to the office. Man, look, they got some of the ugliest bitches in my video. God damn it, can you give me some bitches? Because all the rappers come and they want look girls, Can you give me some bitches? And I say, Jay, man, I got you, dog. I went down, I said, let me see what y'all working with here. I went down there, and it was him and Timberland. They was doing the video, and these bitches did bad. It was some skinny bitches, see, because they used to shoot them videos down here in Miami, and they had the model bitches, so they had all that, but they really wanted Luke bitches. They wanted, this one was some Luke gold. So then I'm looking at these skinny ass bitches. I said, hold on, this is a job for Gloria Velez. And I was thinking about Gloria. I said, man, Gloria, Gloria just told me she wanted to be in music videos and all that and everything. So I called her down there, man. She hopped on that motherfucker. I ain't never seen a motherfucker get from West Palm Beach to Miami Beach in my motherfucking life. This is like a good hour, 30-minute drive. Gloria made that motherfucker in 45 minutes. She was there, Johnny on the spot. She had her motherfucking bag and the makeup was already on. She said, Luke, where did I go at, baby? I say, right here. I say, Jay, I go Gloria. And I had called him a couple of other chicks up. And before you know it, I went down because, where my office was on 12th Street, if anybody know about Miami Beach. And they were shooting in the front of the Marlin. My office was actually in the back of the building of the Marlin, and they were shooting in the front of the Marlin. So before I finished my day at work, to go down there and see how the shoot was actually going and how the girls was doing, man, Gloria had to ran through the entire cast. She had to suck everybody's dick and fuck everybody. They said she in a trailer. She was working a trailer. You can hear the trailer moving. The director got fucked. The producer got fucked. Everybody got fucked. I can't say Jay-Z got fucked tonight, but I'm going to just say, Jay is my nigga and I love him to death. Gloria. By the time Gloria finished with that motherfucking video shoot, Gloria was sitting in the passenger seat of the car in the video. So now you let your mind run free how Gloria got in the passenger seat in a matter of hours. By the time this man came up to my office by 12, by 6, Gloria was in the passenger seat of the car. From that point on, Gloria had been in the front of every video that she ever starred in. I'm not taking nothing away. She's a bad motherfucker. But Gloria has a way of going on them sets, and Gloria knows exactly who to do what she needs to do too in order to get in the front of that motherfucking camera. And that's my girl there. This other story, the one everybody wants to know about, and I know y'all want to hear about this one here. I gotta let y'all hear about this one here. The infamous Cancun freak show. Yeah, the freak show. The one she denies in all the magazines. He made me do this. I didn't sign anything. I didn't know he was filming me. Oh, he used me and abused me. He did this to me. Luke is no good. Y'all know Luke ain't no good at it. I'm this victim shit again. Like I say, people, when you're listening to this shit, and motherfuckers go to talking about there was a victim and they're smiling in the camera. The infamous Cancun Luke's Freak Show Volume 3.
Y'all see what my sign say at the top? Volunteers are not victims. Let's keep going.
Gloria and my other girl. Let me tell you the story here from point A to point B. I said, Gloria, let's go to Cancun and turn that motherfucker out. I'm doing a party over there. They're giving away $2,000 for the bikini contest. And they're going to have some other contests. And we're going to go rip that motherfucker beach up. So Gloria and the other girls say, yeah, let's go, Luke. And I say, okay, all right. Automatically, you know, when I'm going to do a party, I got tickets for my girls. Okay, we're going to go over there and we're going to shoot these freak show. We're going to rip that whole motherfucking island apart. And if you look at that freak show tape, you'll see me, Gloria, and other people on there. Tim Elko was the goddamn security. We went through that motherfucking goddamn Cancun like it was a hurricane. Luke and Gloria. Goddamn it, a double motherfucking dipper going through that motherfucker. Goddamn it, Gloria went up in that motherfucker. We hopped off the airplane, hopped in the hotel room. Goddamn, the motherfucking football boys saw us come up in there. Vince Carter saw us coming. They were looking at these Luke, you got some bad bitches with you. I said, yes, I do. I keep them with me, goddamn it. How can we get down? And so God said, look here, y'all calm down now, girls. Because, you know, all the niggas, they see me and my motherfucking dances, they be trying to get my girls, which I ain't got no problem with. Gloria went through Cancun. Before we started off with 2 girls, Gloria and the other girl, we ended up with about 6 bitches. Gloria was fucking recruiting as we went on. Before you know it, I had to go find Gloria. Tell them where the fuck Gloria at. Gloria was over there in the room with the FUBU people. I said, Gloria, we got a job to do over here. So we go and we get in the cab and we ride down the street and we see some bitches in the line. And then next thing you know, we get some more porno bitches. And the other bitches and the bitches standing out there, they got their pussy out of blurs, sticking a finger in the pussy and all this. And say, yeah, motherfucker, this is how we do. So we going and going. So the next day came. That night, Gloria got missing. Say Gloria's in the basketball player room. She might be. She was all over the place. So we had to go find the bitch again the next day. So the next day we got the big party. Here it is. It's going down the big beach party at the All-Star. Everybody there. The whole crew. Everybody in the fucking island out there. Luke throwing a big party. So we go in that motherfucker say, God damn it. I say, ain't one of you bitches could motherfucking test my bitches. I want the freakiest bitch on this island. Because what goes on in Cancun stays in Cancun. Knowing deep down I had Gloria on the side to bring us. Man, the motherfucker, one girl came out there, one Chico cat came out there, started eating her pussy, and I said, God damn it, we'll make this the world's biggest pussy contest. God damn it. I said, come here, Gloria. Gloria came out there with the other girl, and they said, these bad bitches, Luke, you are not about to make these bitches eat some pussy. And I said, God damn it, let's go. Let's see. Y'all want to see 2 of the bad bitches on this island eat some pussy? The motherfucker laid down before you know, Gloria was eating that girl pussy. And the girl was eating Gloria pussy. And they was fucking in the middle broad daylight at the goddamn motherfucking event. They was eating each other pussy, bumping the pussy. And then, as the story is told, Luke made me do it. So the next day I couldn't find Gloria again. They say she was over there with Ed Lover at the food booth contest, turning that motherfucker out. Gloria ended up off that island with probably about $10,000 because she was fucking at night and doing shows in the day. Fucking at night, doing shows in the day. But at the end of the day, she blames it on me. Oh, it was all Luke fault. He took me to Cancun and he took advantage. She was smiling in the camera, smiling in the cab. And we got airline tickets, and we got releases. So I always told Miss Gloria, if it wasn't true, sue me, bitch. She never did to this day. Now I gotta tell y'all about about this next story. One of my world famous dancers. This girl here was so motherfucking fly. I'm telling you. This girl name was Carla Graham. Now, she was a special loop dancer. You could tell this bitch was a high price, smart, slick ass hoe. One day, we was on the motherfucking boat. Carla was on the boat. It was me and a lot of Heat basketball players. One guy, Willie Burton, and then some of my other friends. Some of the other guys still in the NBA right now, but Willie is not in the NBA. And a large part of the reason why Willie is not in the NBA is because of Carla. Told Willie said, "Look, I love her. I want to fuck the shit out of her. We all on the boat, we party, we riding down Biscayne Bay." I said, "Willie, before you go fuck with that motherfucker Carla there," and Captain Nick was standing there right there. I said, "Well, before you go fuck with Carla, Willie, I want to tell you something. That's one of my dancers. She's gonna make you feel like you the baddest bitch in the world, like you king of the world and everything. She ain't got to be fucked up with, Willie. She will change and be whatever you want her to be for the moment. She's a lizard. At the end of the day, a lizard is always gonna be a lizard, whether it turn green, purple, red, or whatever the color is." So Willie goes downstairs. "I can handle that shit, Luke. I got a woman at home. I'm about to get married." So Willie goes downstairs in the boat, and you can hear Willie all the way up to the top of the third deck, fucking her, and she's screaming, "Oh!"
Y'all said it's real statical. Why? I hope it ain't no more.
"I love you. Oh, nobody fuck me like this." She's screaming, "Oh, oh, oh, oh." And Willie like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." Now, that's while the music going on, this bitch screaming so motherfucking loud. I said, "Boy, what Willie don't realize, he down there fucking, then he go back down. He come back on the top of the boat. He got his skin tight drawers on. When I saw them skin tight drawers on, I ain't see no boxers. I said, he finna get got. Cause he, nigga, ride the short bus. They wearing them damn skin tight drawers that you get on Christmas. Willie came up with them damn drawers on. I knew right then Willie was stuck on Willie. Willie went back downstairs, started fucking again. He fucking called her again. She screaming and hollering. And then the motherfucker said, "God damn it, Willie finna go in." She brainwashed him. Cause it was like, "Oh, I love you, fuck me harder. So she was saying, "Fuck me harder," and all that. Willie down there, I said, "He getting brainwashed, Smitty." And Smitty said, "Yeah." I said, "He getting brainwashed down there, cause that's where he think he really the motherfucking shit." Now Willie at the time was probably averaging about 23 points a game in the NBA. He was the hottest motherfucker. He was in the second year with the Miami Heat. This nigga can take over a game by his motherfucking self. This how bad this nigga was. I ain't no joke. Check the stats. So Willie in the fucking column. He banging her, and then he comes up. "She loves me, Luke." I said, "Don't say that. Don't say that, Willie. Don't say that. She loves me." And then Carla comes up. "Oh, I love you. I love you. I've never been fucked like that in my life. Oh." And then 3 weeks later, I'm at a Heat game. I sit down. I see Carla walking. I wave at Carla. Carla looks at me and the boys like she don't know us. I say, "Whoa, excuse me." Carla walks Mosey right up to the family section. Sits down. Comes back through. I said, "No, she probably ain't noticed us." So we say, "Hey, Carla," at halftime. Carla walked by us like we don't know her. Before you know it, rumor has it, Willie's fiance is thrown out the house. Carla is in. Carla gets in the motherfucking house, fucks the man brain up. Before you know it, he in Italy playing basketball. Then he's in the CBA. Carla then tries to have a kid from him, has another kid from him. Willie is in Philadelphia. Before you know it, she done fucked Willie's whole life up, and then, as the story always ends, Carla then tries, after she fucks his life up, fuck all the money up, Carla ends up trying to be back a loop dancer. Say, "No, Carla, sorry. You're part of the bad body community."
Now, I want you to hear this one.
You know, at a certain point in my career, I was like, nah, you know, I can't deal with the groupies. You know, in all actuality, I'll sit down and talk to groupies. You know, what they're doing and where they're at in their life, and if they're in school, if they're in college, if they're doing something. You know, I end up having conversations with groupies because it's not really a chase. It's like you're really taking advantage of people. You know, I always felt like, you know, having sex with a groupie, it's like I'm really taking advantage of somebody who just are so open to giving me some pussy. And it's not a good thing. You know, they just be so happy. It's like they'll do whatever you say do. If you tell a groupie to jump off the fucking balcony and kill themselves, they'll jump off. You really want me to do that? They'll jump off the fucking balcony. Jump off the fucking balcony. No. And this is how I came to this point. I was in Daytona Beach one time, and we was out there, you know, Black College spring break. It's when it first actually started up. You know, wasn't that many people out there and everything. So, you know, I'm, you know, young, just getting the game and all that. Then I said, man, shit. So we running through the hotels and we fucking everything that moves. I said, hold on. Listen, this is what I want to do. I want to see. Yeah, at this point, you know, I ain't never seen so much pussy in my motherfucking life. Don't throw that at me. So I'm just doing whatever I can do with pussy that I possibly can. If I could have took some pussy and put it in a frying pan and fried the motherfucker, I'd have tried that too. So one thing I want to try, I said, I want to see how many motherfuckers I could fuck in one night. It wasn't in all actuality how many I could fuck. Have sex, like a long sex. It was much more of how many women I could stick my dick in and say, you know, I said it as fucking, but it technically it wasn't. It was basically me sticking my dick in it. How many girls I could stick? So I lined up about 10 or 12 girls, and I just stuck my dick in this one. It's like 3 a room. You know, ain't no way to do it. 12 bitches in one room. So this one room, I'm fucking, you know, like a couple of seconds, boom, 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 boom. So I can say, I fucked her. Jump on another one, fuck another one, go to the next room, fuck another one. And everybody is there, all this key bullshit, and they thinking it's real cool that they fucking me and all that. And that night taught me something. I was at that point, I was like, oh no, this is too easy here. This is too motherfucking easy. So I actually fucked, I don't know how many motherfuckers in one night. And then, you know, I'm standing up there on the balcony saying, oh, I'm the world's greatest. I'm the world's greatest. I fuck more bitches than anybody fucked in one day. I'm thinking I'm really doing something. But in all actuality, them groupies, like I said, they'd have jumped off that motherfucking balcony if I told them to jump off the balcony. So it ain't really a chase of fucking groupies. Let me tell you about this other groupie. This is some classic shit right here. This girl right here had a motherfucking plan. She had a plan. See, but this is the rule number 86 in the handbook of On the Road. Never put groupies on the bus. Do not carry them. Don't pick them up. Leave them hoes in the town like Tupac said. Every other city we go, we fucking the same old hoes. Tupac did not say, every other city we go, let's take them raggedy ass hoes. No. Leave bitches in the city. Leave them motherfuckers in the city. So no, Mr. Slick Willie, me, why, the one who thinks he knows it all. Oh, I like this bitch here. This pretty ass, fine ass, innocent motherfucker. Oh, I'm on vacation for the holidays, for the summer. I can travel with you. Oh, she gets on the bus and we in Orlando before you know it, this bitch here home of the Disneyland.
Now listen to this. This is crazy. I hope it's not static no more. Somebody tell me if it is.
Ass people. This bitch hops on the motherfucking bus. Come on, baby. She all back there. She rubbing a nigga head down. She doing all helpful. What do you want, baby? Oh, whatever. I said, I like this bitch here. I didn't think she was that smart. That bitch had a motherfucking plan all the time. She just doing whatever. She hop off the bus to go run to McDonald's and get some motherfucking food. Oh, baby, is there anything else you want, baby? Oh, whatever you want. And I'm like, whoa. And I'm just all fucked up because every time we stop the bus, she's sucking dicks. She started on the dick, started sucking the dick, started on the dick, sucked the dick. She just, if it was a word, a dick's woman, she just worked on the dick and fed a nigga after she just know the process. After you bust one, you hungry, and start you back up. That bitch started my engines up all the way down that motherfucking highway. So we end up doing one show in one city, then we leave the next city and then go to the next city. So we end up in Alabama. This is where all the shit came out of that, right? I guess she feel like she in, like Flint. So we go, and we our whole day, we get in Alabama, everybody tired, we hops off the bus, and before you know it, we go in the room and everything. She got this little attitude. Well, I'm tired. So, oh shit, now here go Miss Happy Go Jolly Go Lucky. All of a sudden got that, I'm tired, I don't want to go nowhere. So I said, okay, baby, what's going on up in the room, man? Just gonna get some sleep. And then I had to go do some radio, and I don't really want you to go nowhere. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, you don't talk to the boss like that. So then I said, hold on, baby, I'm so being nice. Because she been nice all the time. She been really nice. And I like this dick sucker here, and I ain't trying to get rid of her that quick. So I said, look at it, I just got to go do radio. That's what I do every day, baby. And then go sign some autographs and stuff. Now, why you have to go all the time? Why you have to leave me? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look here. I gotta go. I got business to take care of. I'll let you when I get back. Come back to the hotel. See, in my hotel rooms, I had a big suite. The middle is a parlor. One side, there's my bedroom, where's the single room. And on the other side, it's a double with a security sleep in. So in the middle, we all come in the middle, and then you can go, you can go chill out in the middle, or you can go in the suite side. So this bitch in the room, she mad. We come back. She hot. She then starts hitting me. Oh, I don't like how you motherfucker, you treat me. I don't like how you treat me. Oh, there go another deranged motherfucker. I said, hold on, baby. You can't be hitting on me. So then I push in the room, close the door. So she closed the door, she come back around the corner, and then the security, all of a sudden they grab her. They drag this bitch into the room on the other side, and she, oh, I don't like how you treat me. I don't like how you doing me. Next thing you know, about 3 o'clock in the morning, she comes sneak back around there, tries to start another fight. No, baby, hold on. Then something strange happened. She got calm, went to her room. So by this time, I'm sleeping in the parlor. Because I ain't going in there with this crazy motherfucker. So I hear her making a lot of phone calls. And the other side, she talking. So then I'm picking up the phone. And you know me, I always travel with some kind of motherfucking recording device. And at that time, I had a little pocket recorder because that's how I used to remember my songs and shit. I do them on the road and then remember them and put them on the little pocket recorder, the little dictate machine. So this bitch I heard on that phone, yeah, forget this motherfucker. I'm like, what motherfucker she finna get? So I got the recorder and put it on it, and she, oh, I'm gonna get this motherfucker here. He think he bullshit. End of that conversation. Picks up the phone again. Call up some nigga. Yeah, what's up? Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm out here with this motherfucking Luke, this pussy ass nigga. He doing this and he doing that. What's going on, baby? Luke cool. Yeah, but I'm gonna get this nigga. I'm gonna get a lawsuit. I'm gonna say he raped me. No, baby, you ain't gotta do all that. That's the dude on the other end of the phone. So she hangs up with him, get on the phone with another girl. Yeah. I'm gonna get this nigga Luke. I'm gonna sue his motherfucking ass, pussy ass motherfucker. He don't know who he fucking with. And I'm gonna say he raped me, girl, on the other end of the phone. Yeah, girl, go ahead, get that motherfucker. If that's what he did to you, yeah, I'm gonna get this motherfucker here. And before you know it, she get on the phone with another girl. Yeah, I'm gonna sue this motherfucker. I just talked to Sally Ann. Sally Ann said this and all that. And the girl said, yeah, this how you do it, girl. You call the police in the morning and everything like that there and everything. And you go down there and then you put him in jail. Meanwhile, I'm taping all this shit. Everything on the tape recorder. All the conversations. Every time she picked the phone up, I pick the phone up. And I tape it. What happens in the next morning? We all go downstairs. We all playing it cool. Me and security. Everybody know what's going on. Hey, baby, you okay today? No, I ain't okay. You want some breakfast? We all going downstairs to eat breakfast before we leave. Nah, I ain't hungry. Come on downstairs with her. Okay, I go downstairs. So she goes downstairs. What happens? She sits at the table. I got someplace to go. Before I leave, oh, well, we finna leave. You sure you got some place to go? Yeah, I got some motherfucking place to go. I said, hold on. Before you go wherever you gonna go in, I need you to hear a little something. So we had the breakfast table. I pulled out the tape recorder and put the tape recorder on the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna sue this motherfucker. I'm gonna do this here to this motherfucker. I said, you sure you got somewhere to go? No, matter of fact, we got somewhere to go. So we get in the motherfucking bus. Say, come on, baby, I got somewhere I want to take you. Don't you want to go to the police station? On this motherfucker, you said you want to go to the police station. No, I didn't mean that. I don't feel that way. No, I got a place.
Is this still staticking? Because none of y'all ain't saying nothing. I'm checking. Thank you, Kitty. I'm switching it over now. I guess everybody else, I don't know if it's the difference of the phones. I don't know, but I heard it. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me hear. Let me see. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, so it's not skipping it down. Yeah, it must be the other device. It gotta be. Gotta be. So I'm gonna keep playing from where we was at. Cause this is crazy. Seriously.
Police station. No, I didn't mean that. I don't feel that
Let
way.
me take it back a little more.
Is that all this kiki bullshit? They thinking it's real cool that they fucking. Let me tell you. Yeah. I'm gonna get this nigga Luke. I'm gonna sue him. Let me tell you about this other groupie background. Start another fight. No, baby. Hold on. Damn. Something strange happened. She got caught. Went to the room. So like by this time I'm sleeping in the car. Cause I ain't going in there with this crazy motherfucker. So I am fascinated with introduced, obviously, because we sleeping in the park. Cause I ain't going in there with this crazy motherfucker. So I hear me a lot of phone calls. And the other side, she talking. So then I'm picking up the phone. And you know me, I always travel with some kind of motherfucking recording device. And at that time, I had to do a pocket recorder because that's how I used to remember my songs and shit. I do them on the road and then remember them and put them on the pocket recorder, the dictate machine. So this bitch I heard on that phone, yeah, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. I'm like, what motherfucker she finna get? So I got the recorder and put it on it, and she, I'm gonna get this motherfucker here. He think he bullshit. End of that conversation. Picks up the phone again. Call up some nigga. Yeah, what's up? Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm out here with this motherfucking Luke, this pussy ass nigga. He doing this and he doing that. What's going on, baby? Luke cool. Yeah, but I'm gonna get this nigga. I'm gonna get a lawsuit. I'm gonna say he raped me. No, baby, you ain't gotta do all that. That's the dude on the other end of the phone. So she hangs out with him. Get on the phone with another girl. Yeah. I'm gonna get this nigga Luke. I'm gonna sue his motherfucking ass, pussy ass motherfucker. He don't know who he fucking with. And I'm gonna say he raped me, girl. On the other end of the phone. Yeah, girl, go on. Yeah, get that motherfucker. If that's what he did to you, yeah, I'm gonna get this motherfucker here. And before you know it, she get on the phone with another girl. Yeah, I'm gonna sue this motherfucker. I just talked to Sally Ann. Sally Ann said this and all that. And the girl said, yeah, this how you do it, girl. You call the police in the morning and everything like that there and everything. And you go down there and then you put him in jail. Meanwhile, I'm taping all this shit. Everything on the tape recorder. All the conversations. Every time she picked the phone up, I pick the phone up. And I tape it. What happens in the next morning? We all go downstairs. We all playing cool, me, security. Everybody know what's going on. Hey, baby, you okay today? No, I ain't okay. You want some breakfast? We all going downstairs to eat breakfast before we leave. Nah, I ain't hungry. Come on downstairs with her. Okay, I go downstairs. So she goes downstairs. What happens? She sits at the table. I got someplace to go. Before I leave, oh boy, we finna leave. You sure you got some place to go? Yeah, I got some motherfucking place to go. I said, hold on.
When I tell you, Kitty, it gets worse. And you're going to hear a lot of celebrities that was attending these events. I don't know if y'all remember Jack the Rapper. Some of y'all might do that's from Atlanta or some might do that's from other places. But if y'all remember, it was like a big thing in hip hop. You're going to hear about stuff that was surrounding that. And I always knew Gloria was a liar. When she started that whole the industry, they be grooming these, they was grooming us, and I was 16, and but did you hear the stuff he said she was doing? One of Jay-Z's first videos with Timberland, she slept with the whole set, then was recruiting women. You ain't hear him say, I told her to recruit women. He said, I told her, come on, girl, we got a job to do. Meaning dance. So when you start eating vaginas and all, that's your own will. That's why he had them signing them forms. So later on, if you try to play the I'm a victim, like he said, they be the main ones in the video smiling, cheesing, but you was a victim. This is why the industry is quiet with this Diddy stuff. Because they might have been doing a lot of little different things, right? Diddy can't control what people doing. They grown. So it's not necessarily that they scared because of what they saying about Diddy. They scared that these other females might try this same thing that Cassie did, Little Rod, what they did to Rkelly. These other celebrities are scared that these women might start this going at everybody. Now, for example, just say that the ones that was attending Diddy party, that they was getting down with some other people that Diddy ain't had nothing to do with, right? They probably scared that that's going to come out about them. This is why the industry is so freaking quiet. I can name on one hand how many came out, spoke up for Diddy, and how many have just said, "Oh, I don't believe it" or whatever. But with R. Kelly, they was running their mouth, and it made me think, ding dong, Robert wasn't at all those parties. That's why a lot of the celebrities was so hyped to, oh, well, he did that. He separated himself from the industry. Where Robert went wrong, and I always say this, he gave groupies the benefit of the doubt. He didn't look at them no different. And he didn't deal with industry women. I think he had a thing where, in my opinion, that the industry women was really, really out to get you. And he wanted to deal with women that was, he from the hood. So I ain't gonna get Hasta Diddy because I'm a celebrity and just deal with celebrity women. I'm not gonna look at women from poverty or who don't have it like celebrity. I'm not gonna look at them different. But the sad thing is, our community, our people was the ones out to get him. Instead of holding him down, instead of embracing him, knowing that he still was giving back to the community, knowing that he showed Chicago so much love and never acted hostility where he became a celebrity and start switching up on them like the industry does. That's where he went wrong. And while all the industry people was having these crazy parties, doing this, doing that, they felt the type of way that he didn't engage. That's why you don't see no industry women coming forward. He never mixed business with pleasure. Whoever he was doing business with for his music, he kept it that way. And he had women, but they weren't industry women. This I say to this day, all the ones that claim they had careers, the only one you can name is Aaliyah. Other than that, all of these different women that's claiming this stuff about Robert, you can't name me a career then or now. And the sad thing is, they should have been the women that held him down. They should have been the women that stood up for him. Because a lot of those other industry dudes, they would have just treated them like straight hoes, groupies, just like Luke is saying. Period. One night, that's it. Robert looked at them different and made them feel like, just because I'm a celebrity, I ain't gonna just down y'all. I'ma, still deal with women that's in poverty, or been through poverty, trying to make their way up. But real women that he knew that was actually talented and was really focused on their careers, you don't hear none of them coming forward. Because once again, he did not mix business with pleasure. And this is why K. Michelle, which I didn't know until recently, that she wanted Robert to be her man. She wanted more than just a mentor thing. And he never showed her that type of affection that, like, all right, I'm gonna be your brother and your lover. No. He had a whole woman around her, which was Summer, while she wrote the song about Summer. But she can't later come out and say, oh, Robert did this to me, that to me. It's out there that he didn't look at her at that way at all. He wasn't creeping in a room with her while his girl was living there. No, that's my sister, dad. And as I keep going back looking at 2002 and 2003 and 4 videos and all of the other women and the video vixens, because remember, that's what they was called back then. And they started becoming groupies because groupies started taking over. A lot of the newer men celebrities, they start like really dealing with groupies. And this is why Luke was saying that's where a lot of the men celebrities go wrong. Because the groupies is the main ones that got an agenda. 9 times out of 10, you might have some that's good, but in all reality, it's like a continued cycle. And that's why I want y'all to hear what this groupie did to him. She calling up people because she mad because he telling her, oh, I gotta go to the radio. So, oh, I don't want you to go nowhere. Luckily, Luke was saved him. He always recorded all his stage dances, all the parties he was doing. He recorded it. And she was on the phone telling her friends she was going to get him parade. Luckily, he on the other end of the phone, she don't know it, and recorded her. And you're going to hear also in this audio, he's going to talk about the Mike Tyson event and how he just missed that, or he would have been in the same predicament. And guess what those females was around Mike Tyson that night? Groupies. See, the problem is when you ready to leave, all right, sweetheart, I gotta go, nice having fun with you, I might hit you up, whatever. Now you got an issue. See, they thinking you ready to marry them. They thinking, oh, you just going to diss me or whatever. But they're not looking at how how they approach this person. They're not looking at the things that they did with this man. Why would he just up and marry you? You wasn't a hard catch. You wasn't like you gave it up. And what some women don't understand is a man thinks if I got it that quick, I wonder who else did. Period. These were men who were getting thrown women at them 24/7. So to think that just because you that night gave him something, oral, whatever, oh, I got him. I got him. And when it don't go their way, the groupies is looking for like you said, a bag. They trying to get the celebrity. They trying to get pregnant by him. They trying to get established. Oh, this a millionaire. This nigga with money. This is my one little chance. And even when the money run out, they know that the celebrities still continue to make money. So is he will continue giving me money, continue let me live this lifestyle, or they gonna throw you under the bus? And now with this new lawsuit stuff and all of that, you got groupies signing up for this. Oh, I'll go deal with them for a little bit because I know at the end I can make up something on them, get a lawyer, put in a lawsuit, and I'll be paid. You got women that's actually signing up to be a groupie and then a victim. And what hurts me so bad is when people try to say, oh, don't bash your victim and all of this. These ain't victims. These ain't victims. These is women that's ready to drop it at the say, as soon as they say go. Seriously. Look how Gloria sat up there and said, oh, they were grooming women and females in the industry and made it seem like she was just this okay girl. You gonna hear inside this audio, they call her in the room with Cisco. That's why she was up there on that platform with Cisco, and he was talking about, oh, I ain't know, Aaron was your baby pop. She slept with him too. That's why he was up on that platform taking up for her. She got around.
Before you go wherever you're gonna go in, I need you to hear a little something. So we had to break the tape. I pulled out the tape recorder, put the tape recorder on the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna sue this motherfucker. I'm gonna do this here to the motherfucker. I said, you sure you got somewhere to go? No, matter of fact, we got somewhere to go. So we get in the motherfucking bus. Say, come on, baby, I got somewhere I want to take you. Don't you want to go to the police station? On this motherfucker, you said you want to go to the police station. No, I didn't mean that. I don't feel that way. No, I got a place where I really want to take you. Because on the phone call, one of the phone calls, she was on there telling her girlfriend, yeah, girl, at the same time with me and Snoop Dogg and Trey all saying this big beef going on. Yeah, and that's why Snoop Dogg dissed that motherfucker. That's why Snoop Dogg dissed that motherfucker. She was on there telling this one girl that there, yeah, he a fuck nigga, and that's why I love Snoop Dogg. That's why he dissed this motherfucker. So I remember that portion of the conversation. So I said, I got somewhere to take you at, baby. Let's go. You gonna take me? I'm going with you. Oh, you going with us, all right? Get on the bus. We hops on the bus. Since you got so much love for Snoop Dogg, I just want to introduce you to Snoop Dogg friend. You see Greyhound right here? I put that motherfucking bitch on Greyhound, told the road manager, said, let me tell you something. We're in Alabama right now. Orlando is south. You sitting in the beach all in Minnesota, Detroit, everywhere across America. Get her a motherfucking ticket, send that bitch all over the fucking world before she get back to Orlando. And they bought her a ticket, they sent that bitch ain't called back about 2 weeks later, said she just gone. Now, there was this one time, again, this groupie, New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't know what year it is. If I tell the year, the girl might know who I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure she don't know who I'm talking about. Because every one of these bitches that came across my life, they're going to be reading this book, or they're going to be listening to this motherfucker. But I was in New Orleans one time. That's one girl. Came up to my room. I met her at a club. Once again, had a club, brought it back to the hotel. What happened? She came into the room. It was a little tough. She wasn't a little tough. Yeah, baby, I had to make a lot of promises. Because every artist have to sit up there and you have to convince the girl that it ain't just gonna be no fuck, because they all say, yeah, I'm just gonna be a girl that you fuck, and I don't wanna feel like no groupie, and you just gonna fuck me and leave me on the first night. So you have to put, you know, every artist pretty much got the same thing. Baby, ain't gonna be like that. I'm gonna always hang out with you. I'm always gonna be with you. I'm always gonna call you and see you and all that. So this girl came. She went easy for me. Before you know it, I'm all up in this pussy. I'm getting this pussy. She's sucking this dick and she's talking about I love you and all this shit. When the bitch say I love you, that's a problem. That's a problem in the motherfucking bitch coming from the club to the hotel. That is a problem. So she said, I love you. We fucking, I said, whoa, red flag. I love you shit going on here. So I ease up on out that motherfucker. Give me a quick one and ease up on out that motherfucker. And then I lay down and I say, that I love you shit can cause a little bit of problems. So before you know it, I just start holding her. See, the best thing you can do to a woman after having sex, because they think, after you done bust a nut, they think that you don't want them. Key, rule number 12, Luke handbook. Hold a woman after you bust a nut. She'll love you for fucking life. So I held this bitch. I said, let me hold on to this motherfucker. Because this bitch, man, before you know it, the girl started crying. Oh, I don't believe this happened to me. I don't believe you did this to me. And I said, I did what? I feel so bad. I feel like trash. I feel like dirt. I don't believe this happened to me. And I said, no, what happened to you? You're gonna treat me like shit. Oh. So she had this look on her face like she was ready to go call the police or catch a rape charge. You know, one of them kind of looks where the girls who do it and they don't want to be proud of it afterwards. So then how they do is they start fixing in their mind that they've been taken advantage of. So I said, no, baby, I really care about you. And then I had to do reverse psychology. I feel like you, I just don't want this to be the last time for us. So that bitch looked at me and she kind of cool down with the tears and shit. I said, yeah, because I really like you and I really care about you. She had told me about her kids and everything. So I said, I had to remember. So you gotta have a good memory with these motherfuckers when they go crazy. I said, your son and your daughter. She said, yeah. I said, I want them to come down to Miami and visit us. I want us to be one happy family. I seen this bitch going crazy. All I saw in my mind, this bitch going downstairs saying I took pussy and everything. My ass going to jail in New Orleans for a long, long time, no ass motherfucking time. So I said, hold on, baby. Let me make the reservations right now. Do you know my slick ass got on the motherfucking telephone and put it on speaker? Yeah, the airlines, man, help you. I have to make reservations for my baby and her kids and everything, and they need to come down. Y'all need to come down. Now, you know you can make reservations. Don't pay for the motherfucker. I plan on paying for it, Mr. Cap. I don't have my credit card, but can I hold it? Can I hold the ticket and pay for it in the morning? And it's just, Mr. Campbell, you can do that. Because I'm going to let my travel agent go call because I can't wake them up 4 o'clock in the morning and do this travel. This bitch stopped crying. And before you know it, she started holding me. And let me tell you one thing. I kept calling her afterwards. Oh, baby, I'm in Spain. I'm in Africa. Everywhere. But in that motherfucker, I had to wait the pussy here. You got to wait till that woman is a bitch. After about 4 weeks, bitch, go ahead and call the police. Talking about somebody raping for your pussy if you want to. The pussy healed now. Get the pussy healed. Pussy healed. Look here, you crazy motherfucker. Don't you ever call me again in your motherfucking life. So that would happen to the New Orleans Slickster. One of the New Orleans Slicksters. The sex of business. And let me tell you about this other story about sex in the business. Let me tell you one time. This cat owned this record company called Loud Records. Rkelly and all the boys, him and his friends and everybody, all the big top executives from Loud Records wanted to come down and see what was really true. All the stories about this cat Luke, all true. They wanted to see. So what I did is I said, y'all want to see? You really want to see? They came down to Richie. I said, y'all go ride around. No problem. That's not a problem. So before you know it, Steve Rifkin and all the girls, I said, let me get some of my stutters and get them in the car. We rode around in the limo. I said, well, let me pick up some of my girls. They said, yeah, we want to see some of your girls. And I picked up some of the girls. So we proceeded to ride down the highway. I said, God damn it, let's get naked in this car. We backed up on the seat and said, whoa, it's finna go down like that up in this motherfucker. I said, yeah, it's finna go down like that. You gotta go nowhere. I said, you sure you don't want to go to the hotel? No. We're gonna do it right there. I said, it's time to have a pussy train. I want y'all to eat each other pussy right at each other. Them girls lined up in that long ass motherfucker. One girl laid down, started eating the other girl pussy, the other one started eating the other one from the back, and it was a big pussy train. And they started bumping pussies and eating pussies and all that shit. That motherfucker said, you the truth. God damn it, I have your contract in the motherfucking morning because it ain't no joke. You for real. You the motherfucker who they say. I said, goddamn right. So I signed up a long-term deal with Loud Records. At that point, okay, let me tell you a little story about my girl Freaky Red. Being that we're still in this section right here, Freaky Red, something else. I mean, some people call it AKA Lady Luke, something like that. Hey, it was this guy. He's a record pool, owner of a record pool in Atlanta, and he just fell in love with Freaky Red. He loved the Freaky Red so much that it was just pathetic how he loved the Freaky Red. What he did, he told me one day, he said, Luke, you know what? I'll drink her piss. Freaky Red. Because then when I told him, in order for him to say that, I said, man, Freaky Red, let me tell you about Freaky Red. Freaky Red loves pissing on men. If she can't piss, this was a little story I was telling him. This wasn't really true. I was like, Freaky Red loves pissing on men. If she can't piss on you, she gonna fuck you first, man. She likes pissing on people. And he said, look, I'll drink Freaky Red's piss. That's how I love her so much. I was like, okay. So it's crazy because this section here, once again, Keith Sweat is in the room. We're in Atlanta. So the guy comes into the room. He said, "Luke, whatever you want me to do." And then I said, "Red, meet my man right here." He says he wants you to do anything you want him to do. So I had already told Freaky Red, because Freaky Red is one of my main stunners, one of my main animals. Red said, "Okay, lay down on the ground." Because Freaky Red kind of get a little aggressive with me sometimes. So she pushed him on his back, laid him down on the floor. Everybody knew what the joke was going to be. Me, Keith, we all, everybody else, all the security, all the people in the room, we all knew what was going on, including Freaky Red. But the guy didn't know. But he had to just put his feet in his mouth earlier, saying that he'll drink her piss. So what we did, laid him down on the ground. Red laid him down. Before you know it, she got up on top of him. She took her underwear off. She sat in his face. She put his ass all in his face and said, "How you like this, nigga?" And he was like, "Oh, I like it. I love it." And then she turned around and then she put a pussy in his face and started moving up and down on his face. And then she was like, "Nigga, you ready to drink this piss? Because the only way you'll get this pussy is you drink this piss." So what? Before you know it, he was like, "Yeah, I'll drink your piss. I'll do anything you want, Red." So Red then began to give him a golden shower. She pissed on this man's face. I mean, the room, because it was outside, it was cold, and we had one of the windows open. She pissed on this man. You could see smoke coming from the piss off his face. And he was just wiping it all on his face. And before you know it, he was like, "I love you, Red. I love you." Ain't that some shit? Oh, Jack the Rapper. I gotta tell y'all about the story about Jack the Rapper. I remember one time, because Jack the Rapper was an all-time top black music convention. You go to Jack the Rapper, you can break a record, everybody had to go to Jack the Rapper. Jack wasn't necessarily a rapper, he just Jack the Rapper, he had to let Jack the Rapper report. Everybody looked forward to showcasing their new artists. So one year in Atlanta, Georgia, I went to Jack the Rapper. This was a big deal. During the night, Snoop Dogg made his record. I made my record. And this is going to be the Clash of the Titans. And so Jack the Rapper's where everybody come in. So I got on the motherfucking phone. I say, "Jack." I called this motherfucking daughter. I called his daughter. I say, "Hey, look here. Suge Knight, Snoop Dogg, and all of them coming down there. And we coming there. And we know there's a convention going on, and we just want everything to be peaceful." She said everything's gonna be peaceful. What you mean? She was a little feisty bitch. Everything's gonna be peaceful. What you talking about, Luke? Everything's gonna be. And I said, "Look, I want to talk to Jack. I think you need to have me and Suge have a sit down. I was calling whatever, so we can make sure everybody's on the up and up, because they saying one thing, we saying one thing, and I don't want nothing to blow out of proportion. You don't need to have no conversation. We don't need to have no conversation. Jack don't need to talk to nobody. She talk about me. Sleep with her. She said, "Okay, baby, you're going to leave it like that." So what I did, I said, "Okay, let me call in my troops." When I call in my troops, these guys are not nice guys. I can't call their names because I don't call them so often. So the boys got the snake knives. And what did they do with the snake knives? I said, "Well, what y'all gonna do with the snake knives? Don't worry, we got it." They never let me know what they gonna do. My troops, they just say, "You just go to the nigga and you say something to him, and we'll take it from there." So I said, "No, you can't do this Snoop Dogg. You say something to him, and we'll take it from there." I said, "No, I don't want y'all to kill him. So we ended the negotiate with them, don't kill them." So they ended the negotiation. We just gonna go fuck their party up and fuck them up and beat them up. Okay, everybody got steak knives. That's what they have in the jailhouse. Shanks. So we all rolled over to the Jack the Rapper, jumped out the truck with the understanding that we just gonna go in there and mind our business. So we jumped out the truck, walked into the building. One nigga come in. Y'all niggas came, what the fuck's up with y'all Miami niggas? Literally, they know in Atlanta, Georgia at the time, every Miami nigga in the world was in Atlanta selling their shit. So every nigga on the streets know that my crew was in town because they know these niggas is gangsters, the top of the line gangsters from Miami. So all the gangsters who was doing their business, slinging their thing and taking that game from Miami to Atlanta, running that shit up there, them niggas all came. And do you know the hotel with Miami niggas? We went in the hotel, and before you know it, the hotel, them niggas cut everybody but loose in that motherfucking hotel. You see Snoop Dogg and the Suge Knights and them running out the hotel, they clean it. We running through the hotel, the people start throwing, the niggas from Miami start throwing the TVs over the balcony. They throwing the TVs and TVs crashing and they pop this shit Miami in the motherfucking house. Niggas started riding, niggas we was running through motherfucking events going on. I said, oh Lord, we should fuck up Jack this rapper. Damn, them goddamn California niggas got on the airplane and jet that night, hard ass. I had to play blood all over the place, but Lord knows in the behold, nobody got killed. They kept their promise. And I called the goons in, and called the goons out there. Called them. And that's what happened. Jack the Rapper ain't never been the same since. The following year, we had it in Orlando. And then they thought we was coming up there. I was too close to home. I said, no, I'm not going to that one. And I think that Orlando trip, I heard all kind of things that California guys tore that one up. But after that one, man, Big Suge Knight, we had the troops and me. Everything was good. It was all great. Firepower, Jack the Rapper. So let me tell you all about these freak shows, these peep shows, and the celebrities that was on the peep show, and how they got on the peep show. Who can I start off with? JC. Uh-oh. Everybody sitting there saying, oh shit, yeah, JC was on the peep show. Yep. He was on the peep show. Let me tell you before I tell you about JC. I created the peep show way before, the peep show was out before Uncut, maybe 10 years, about 7 years. What I wanted to do is I went to BET and I said, hey, y'all got this little pay-per-view network. I think I got a good idea. Maybe we could put some Uncut videos on there. We can show some freaky shit, put the videos, because everybody was doing an explicit version of the video. Some shit that we started again. So I said, okay, first one, peep show, Jay-Z. I said, let me go do Jay-Z. This is before Jay-Z became big. He was a nice young kid, just coming up, got his first record out, single was doing good, just get ready to put his album out, get ready to pop off and do good. Young kid, I remember Jay-Z. Jay-Z used to roll with Biggie. And Jay-Z was one of the kids who used to be in the crew. And Biggie said, man, see that nigga right there, that nigga gonna be all right one day, Luke. That nigga gonna be all right. And you know one thing about me, I always gave props to the jits who always hung around, the top rapper, who's waiting their turn. And he was one of them cats who was waiting his turn, sucking in the knowledge and everything. When I did the show wasn't because he was big. So Jay was sitting there, young guy, fresh out of the box, rapping. He ain't got no hair on his motherfucking face. He got a little nice little chain on, you know what I'm saying? And he saw shit going on and sat down on the couch. I said, man, what's up, man? How you doing? He was talking to some interviewing. And so I had 2 bitches on one side and 2 bitches on another side. So my thing in doing the peep shows, I'll be doing the interviews. And then I'll be seeing, the expression on the nigga's face. I'll be talking to a nigga, asking questions. But it's a whole orgy going on around him and shit. So these bitches was eating each other pussy on the side over there, on one side. And it was eating pussy on the other side. I was like, so what's up, dog? How you feeling, man? How you feeling about your career and everything? And it's about ready to pop off. He was like, oh, yeah. He couldn't even focus on what I was talking about. He was saying yeah to everything in the world. But he was looking at these hoes eating pussy. I know Jay never seen no shit like that there. So he's sitting there. goddamn Jake, he said, man, look at that. He said, goddamn it, dog, you out of control. He was like, I was like, yeah, man, you want you, man, play with these hoes. He's like, no, I got a wifey at home, man. He just kept saying, I got a wifey at home. No, I got my wifey, man, my wife. So one of the bitches came up, there was eating pussy, the bitch was feeling so good, she was being back, and she was eating on the shoulder, and she was like, oh, this feel good, oh, baby, this feel good. Me and both Jay looked down at this motherfucker, we said, God damn, what this bitch doing to this hoe? I said, come on for air for a minute, baby.
Natasha, he's telling the truth. I researched everything, and this is why all of the stuff he said about Gloria, that's why she didn't do the whole, the industry be grooming and I was a minor. That's why she didn't go for that. Because Luke was smart. He had release forms. They signed documents. He made sure he recorded everything. That's why they ain't coming for him.
Came up for air, and the bitch had all this blood all over her face. I say, at the spur of the moment before I
And if you listen, look at all the celebrities he's naming that was at these parties. Now, this ain't Diddy party, this Luke party.
You know what's on your face? I said, how that pussy tastes? She said, tastes good, baby. Because keep in mind, she don't know this bitch period on her. She think it's them pussy juices all over her face. So the camera panned on her. I said, make sure you get all this pussy juice on her. And that motherfucking Jay-Z fell out at that time. He said, God damn it, you the real truth. Oh, you the real motherfucking truth. He ain't looked back since. Y'all know the end of that story. Yeah. So then here's another one on the Peep Show. Another story. Biggie Smalls. Biggie and Tupac. Peep Show. God damn it, they say the big rivalry going on. Everybody ready to kill each other. They ready to fight like a motherfucker. I said, God damn it.
All right, I got you. Send this audio over.
Baby. I feel like I was walking to motherfucking crack. I'm going to the motherfucking the heat of the battle. So before I take Biggie, I gotta take Pop. Just gets out of jail and everything. I said, God damn it, I'm going to take this nigga. I'm going to pay this. I'm going right into the motherfucking lines. Suge Knight and everything. Now, you know, it was a big old thing with me and Suge Knight. For a minute, that old Luke and Suge about to fight because Luke said it's about Dre and all this and everything. Suge got beef for me. I got beef for him. All this shit going on too. Gangster niggas, so everybody in the world, even the producers, all the people at BET say, you going down there to take Tupac and Suge Knight's club in Vegas? I said, you got that right, I'm a real nigga. Suge is a real nigga too. Real niggas no real nigga. I said, man, cool. I said, I don't believe it. I said, bro, we straight. So everybody nervous, they just know we finna go in there and get killed. Meanwhile, I had my young new rapper with me, fresh out of jail. Goddamn rapper was Trick motherfucking day. I say Trick, because at the time I was taking Trick all around. So I want you to introduce you to this game. I'm taking him everywhere. So I want you to meet motherfucking Tupac. Why go? Legendary rapper. Because if you ever gonna be a legendary rapper, you meet legendary niggas. And you need to know what that type of game is here. So me and Trick, we end up going to Vegas. Me, Trick, and Shane. And the crew, everybody nerve the fuck out. Don't think we ain't go over that motherfucking packet. Well, yes, we did. We had guns for days. Guns in the boots, guns in the shoes, guns in the bag, guns in where the cameras at. We had guns all over. So some shit really go down, goddamn, we gonna fire our way out this motherfucker here. So we goes up in this motherfucker and we see Tupac. We go to the club. He on board. He got his Hennessy bottle going. I said, goddamn it, Pac, I need to interview you, baby, about this motherfucking beat between you, Bad Boy, and Biggie Smalls. And Pac got on the motherfucking shit. Say, goddamn it, fuck Biggie. Biggie ain't shit. I fucked his wife. I got his child. I got pictures of the child and all the niggas behind him. Pac talking this shit. And I said, Pac, goddamn it, Pac, man, you on fire, baby. Man, I just got out of jail. I wrote so many motherfucking songs. I just came up for air just to do this interview with you, baby. Because I wanted to be known on this motherfucker. I'm a real nigga like you. I'm a real nigga. It's all a Peep Show. I'm a real nigga. I listen to a lot of other stuff I was saying on it. Cut it out. I said, I fucked this one. I fucked that one. I got the babies. I got the pictures. Pac was just like Jay-Z. Pac used to hang out with Digital Underground. He used to go on stage, talk shit, and we on the red. I have all the bitches running around, we young fellas just sucking in the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So he was just like Jay, hanging around with the crew. So then I said, Pop, y'all got to squash this shit, baby. Nah, fuck that shit. He was on fire. He was just, everybody was amping him on. If you ever see one of them boxers coming in the ring where you got 20 niggas behind him saying, yeah, nigga, go kill that nigga, go kill that nigga. You the man, you the greatest, baby, you the greatest. That's what Pac had around. A whole bunch of amping up motherfucking niggas. So I said, sure, man, I want to interview you. No, I can't get on camera. No, baby, I can't get on camera. So then I said, Pac, I gotta go get Biggie. Now, you know, I have to go interview Biggie. And I pulled him to the side. I said, now, look, y'all need to cool this shit off here. And this is all right for now, but don't let the shit go no farther than this. No problem. Right then, I know Pac wasn't really in control of his whole situation. There was a lot of ampers around him. Before that, I saw we ended up out of the motherfucking club. We backed up out of that motherfucker. Pac downstage, he got rowdy, and they started throwing up the signs and the gang signs and shit, and they started wilding in the club. So we backed up on out. I said, okay, what we got. We gonna get up on out of here, because we stay up in there any longer. We might use these motherfucking pistols up in here. So we ended up leaving out the motherfucking club. I said, damn it, all right. We got that motherfucking shot there. So then I went. I said, now I gotta go interview Big. So then we ended up in New York. I gotta go get Big. So I took the camera and the tape. I said, Biggie, I need you to look at something, man. This is what Pac had to say. Biggie looked at me. He said, I ain't got nothing but love for that man. I don't mean that man no harm. I ain't got nothing but love for that man. Biggie said all this, and Pac just said all this. He said, I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. I love that man. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about dude. I said, Biggie, you know, people gonna probably try to label you as a coward. He said, man, if they do that, man, I still ain't got no love. I ain't getting no beef with that man. I don't know what that man talking about. He ain't go down like that. Yeah. He family. He always be family. Biggie to this day never said anything bad about Pac. We was up in the club, in the elements, liquor drinking, everything pouring. Big had his crew around him. Dream off to everybody. He could have sat right there. He could have went on and said, yeah, this nigga this nigga that. He said in front of all the people, I ain't got nothing but love for that man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about that man. And that was that. We don't know who did who, what did who, what to who. But they never said anything about Pac. Oh, celebrities. Crazy celebrities. Cisco. Let me see your go. Cisco was a little funny looking guy. I like the Cisco. But Cisco was another one.
Listen, here go the Cisco story.
Who got hooked up with Cisco don't do it. But Cisco wanted to be a little sneaky guy. He was a little sneaky, little short, little sneaky boy. What did Cisco do? Why was he so sneaky? One day, we were doing a show in this one city. And I was looking for dancers. And I was going to my room, just checking rooms, fucking with people after the show. Who was on the show? Just going all there. And I said, boy, these young niggas in this hotel, they're going to get caught by these dancing girls. Nigga, they life changed. So I went by one room. I said, what room is girl? They said, hey, girl. I said, they said, girls up in there with this little singer boy from Drew Hill. So I knew Drew Hill. They was on the same label. So we was on the same label. So I went over there. I said, I'm scared as nigga. So I went in that motherfucker, banged on the boom, 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 boom. Who the fuck you in there with? Boom, 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 boom. And I had a key, you know, I had a key there. So I stuck the key. Boom, back in the room. He was on this motherfucker. Gloria was in a position in the bed with no clothes on. I said, well, what the fuck is this? What you doing? What's going on up in here? He looked at me like, and then I looked at him like I'm killing him. And I just bust out laughing. I said, yo, don't get caught in the pussy trap. And then I closed the door, went back to my room, started laughing. That was it. Cisco. But I was proud because at the point, because I had, you know, I thought he was a little shaky. But I know when he was in there with Gloria, he wasn't shaky. And, you know, Gloria who carried the dildos and shit. So we don't know whether she was trying something. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but something was going on there. Celebrities, world famous, world renowned. This man, Muhammad Ali. I wonder what you're saying. How the fuck did he say went to Muhammad Ali until after all that Muhammad Ali? That's my motherfucking friend. I love Muhammad Ali to death. Boy, that's the greatest goddamn boxer on earth. I saw the Muhammad Ali story. Before I saw the story, I didn't understand it. I saw Ali one day. We was at a dinner for a fundraiser. I didn't know he knew. I didn't know he knew. All I know is he had some fine daughters. I love this motherfucking daughters to death to this day right now. If you ever leave your husband, baby, I'll get with you. But that motherfucker, Ali bugged me out one day. We was at a dinner fundraiser. Ali was shaking, you know, with the pockets and everything. And he said, young fella, come here, young fella. You know, just imagine Ali doing the shaking, and I'm looking, and I'm sitting at this big table, and he said, come up here, young fella, I need to talk to you. You sit right here. Ali leaned it over to me and said, young fella, where the motherfucking women at? I said, no, Mr. Ali, you don't want the women. He said, where the girls at? We need to see the girls. I said, no. I'm not gonna be responsible for you getting these motherfucking animals. These animals get over you, Muhammad Ali. He said, I can still fight like a butterfly. Yeah, I still sting like a bee, baby. Don't let this shaking get all mixed up. I still handle my business. I said, no way, man. That shit fucked me all up. Muhammad Ali asked me for the motherfucking girls. I said, I ain't nowhere in the world I'd do that to Ali. If he got Parkinson right there, he have a motherfucking heart attack. Just imagine the little girl's freaking rag getting a hold of Muhammad Ali. Nowhere in the world. Then I went and saw the movie and then shit. Ali was out of control. Ali could have fucking took on them motherfuckers. Ali had more motherfucking women, more wives than his motherfucking wife. Then Lord, the real Muslim, he had all 7 of his people. Jesus Christ, my man. Muhammad Ali. Just love him. Now it's time for me to tell y'all something about some of the stars. Some of the people. They used to come to the club. Luke's Miami Beach. Man, we had all kinds of stars that came up in that motherfucker. We had Robert De Niro come up in that motherfucker. Eddie Murphy used to come up. Let me tell you about Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro was a motherfucker. You know Robert De Niro used to come in the motherfucking club, sneak in there, and sit in the corner. And Robert De Niro, he had my waitress, this one waitress, I think her name was Frida. He had Frida up in that motherfucker every time Robert De Niro would come up there. He loved that motherfucker. She was so weird, bitch. Fine motherfucker with paper hair. She'd come and work off, but that bitch was so goddamn fine to take. I kept Robert doing that. He used to black girls, I love them. I can't do them. So man, he flew free all over the goddamn place. He was flying everywhere in the world. So I said, what you doing? What is he doing with you? Then you get on. I said, please don't tell me. You know, in that same club, we had everybody. One motherfucker that wouldn't come up in the motherfucking club was that goddamn like a joke. And that kind of pissed me off at the time. I didn't know Mike at the time. Michael would come to town, playing the game. Everybody, Scotty Pippen, you name it. Orange Green, all the bunch come up in the club, big ladies, and Mike pissed me off. Because he used to go to the goddamn white clubs. And I said, this nigga don't come to the club, John. John Savage. Man, Mike like going to the white club, he's scared. That motherfucker ain't me so motherfucking hot about that shit. But you know, you have celebrities like that. Some of them come in, patronize black clubs, and some of them scared to go to the white club. But, you know, Mikey's cool right now. I'm gonna go take his motherfucking money on the golf course in the morning. But it's alright. Pussy can't keep you out of bad situations now. You know, pussy can keep you out of jail too. Now, I know pussy can get you in a lot of trouble, but pussy can keep you out of jail too, because pussy kept me out of jail quite a few times. Let me tell you this one story here. Mike, this motherfucking nigga. You know, I fuck with the craziest niggas and the worst niggas in the world. But Mike was my nigga. I love Mike to death. If I'm in town and Mike in town, if I'm doing a concert, show, party, whatever, Mike will make it his business to be there. Mike will be there before I get there. This is how much this nigga love me. Mike will be at the venue. They will call me. I was supposed to be at the venue till 1 o'clock at night in the morning. Mike will be at the venue at 10 o'clock. I'm waiting for my nigga. Where's Luke at? My nigga, I wish I should have been Mike's manager. And Mike would I really wanted to be Mike, but I didn't know how to it was just too crazy. But let me tell you this one story about me and Mike. This is a true story, just like all the other stories. It's true stories. I don't tell no lies. Mike, now y'all remember this. Mike got caught with the rape charge. Remember that? Indiana. This is the story that they didn't know about. Me and Mike was in Indiana, actually, that time. I was there with him. Yes, I was. I went up to Indiana Expo. It was Black Expo weekend. I went there. I had to go speak on a panel, a hip-hop panel, and Mike was speaking on the panel, and Mike was doing some other things. So, you know, if you ever been to Indiana Expo, you know it's in the Hoosier Dome, and got all these different rooms going on, all this stuff out there, people, you know, selling stuff, and you go and speaking to a whole group here, and in one room, and there's another room speaking to a whole bunch of other people. So me and motherfucker Mike crossed each other in the hallway. I never knew Mike was there. So I saw Mike, yo, what's up, baby? How you doing? Oh, man, shit, I know we from the motherfucking party. And I'm like, yeah, damn it, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. So then I saw Mike, you know, with these bitches and shit and all the girls around and all that. And then they told me after, they was like, these are the girls in the pageant. And I said, oh, okay. And all the girls were real friendly and everything. And Mike was, you know, friendly with the girls. You know, Mike, you know, the girls was friendly with Mike too. Mike was in the room and the girls, and you know, Mike tell them, bitch, well, you know, hey, look here, y'all want to hang out? Girls, and the girls like, yeah, we want to hang out. Like, so then eventually, me and Mike went to different rooms. I had to go speak at a hip hop panel, and he went to another room. It was just for that brief moment. The girls were saying that, yeah, we want to kick it with y'all. So we have made plans. Say, yep, we're going to get together that night after we do everything that we got to do. We're going to go out to the clubs and everything. So not knowing me, then forgot that I was flying this bitch in from Houston. I flew this girl in, because I didn't know what the expo was going to be about. I'm like, Indiana, ain't got no bitches in Indiana. There's some bitches in Indiana, and the bitches was flying in from goddamn Chicago and all over. I didn't know that many hoes was there, so I'm seeing all these bitches. I said, oh shit, I got me a bitch coming in from Indiana. So she went from Houston, she flew in, motherfucker. She came there, came into the hotel room, came up in there, left the key for her, going on in the room, baby.
Didn't I say when these celebrities go and have these shows and traveling all around that you have women flying from all over to fly in wherever they are? So when Diana Copeland worked for Robert for 16 years and they couldn't trace back one flight that a minor was flying in and out, all of a sudden we get to 2015 and now it's a minor flying across state lines as Riel? Or did this minor and her parents frame Robert, making make sense.
Yeah, this bitch so motherfucking fine. Let me tell you, when I tell you this motherfucker got legs, ass.
No, and let me add Cheryl Mack. Because don't forget, Cheryl Mack came in 2013 with Devin from Akon. But don't forget, there's multiple women. Example, Patrice Precious Way, who also Cheryl Mack bought to Robert. And later on, didn't Precious Way also get a lawsuit? So we don't know if Cheryl Mack, when she came in 2013, did she come in to claim Robert? Remember, her son is London on the Track, the same one that used to be choking up Summer Walker. Yeah.
Everything, titty, the whole package. This bitch ain't no dime piece, she's a quarter piece. So she come up in that motherfucker, I say, oh Lord. Now I'm caught between the rock and a hard place. Mike say, hey man, you ready, man? You ready? And the girl I was like, hey baby, let's go out. We're gonna hang out with Mike. You know, we're gonna come by later on tonight and then we're gonna ride, go out to some clubs and come back to the room. And everything, she was like, you know, I don't know, I don't really wanna go out nowhere. So then Mike kept calling and said, I'm on the way, I'll be there in 5 minutes. So I'm looking at her, I know I'm thinking I'm getting ready to go out. So goddamn, we from the road, baby. Like that. She said, okay, let me get dressed. She was in the bathroom for a little while. I said, okay, boy. Yeah, Mike, I'll be down there in a minute, baby. She came out of the bathroom with a motherfucking lace outfit, with a motherfucking toothpick up her ass, and she said, let me tell you like this. You know, one of the toothpick goddamn underwear outfits, whatever the fuck you want to call it. She said, you gonna leave all this woman to go hang out with Mike Tyson. I looked at that motherfucker, I said, no way. No motherfucker. She was shining like goddamn, this motherfucker looked like a goddamn candy motherfucking yam. She was shining. So I said, oh no, there's no way in the world I can leave all this in motherfucking woman. Because ain't that man, this motherfucking girl. So I go Mike on the phone. I said, Mike, I can't go. It's a serious emergency going on up in this motherfucker. I think y'all better go. And she was like, that's right, Mike. I think you better go. He started laughing. I said, yeah, I got to take care of this motherfucking business up in here, baby. And so Mike ended up going. I ended up jumping in this pussy like I ain't never jumped in no pussy in my life. Before you know it, next morning, get ready to go to the next event. So I called God. Well, Mike, he checked out this morning. Went back to sleep, woke back up on the news. Mike Tyson is looking for this girl since she was raped and all that there. So it was a double thing going on with me. One, I knew if I was in that car, I could have stopped whatever happened. I could have been a legitimate witness. Or if I saw something going on, I saw this bitch wasn't trying to be down with the program, I would have stopped. I would have put the bitch out of the car. But that was kind of nigga I am to my boys. The other thing dawned on me was that if I was in that car and that shit went down, they'd put that shit on me. Cause Mike worth a lot more money than I am, even at that time. Mike, I said, boy, Don King would have tricked that shit up and had me fucking the bitch out of me, put the bitch on Mike and everything. They had my motherfucking ass in the Indiana incarceration camp. So then at the end of the day, I said, shit, my dog gonna get out of it. Let her know, they put him in jail. Probably one of the saddest days of my life because I feel like I probably could have avoided that shit. But pussy did save me at that time. Pussy did save me.
Then that's what he's saying. If he wouldn't have stayed in a hotel with the chick he was with, them groupies who Mike met earlier that evening, oh, y'all want to party with Mike? Yeah, we want to party with you. And he told Luke, yeah, come on, come party. I got these chicks, they want to party. Yeah, they framed them. We know that. But this is what, if you listen to the other one before this, a couple before this, he said them groupies. When you go to these different cities and states, you don't indulge. And if you do, you make sure they an adult, You make sure that everything consensual. You make sure you got other witnesses that know you in a hotel with this chick, or you dealing with this shit, and you keep it pushing. But see, that's the issue too, though, because she can be an adult. It could be consensual, and she'll still go later on and say you are worded her. Because now when they go check her, you're semen in there. Now they got to figure out, was it consensual? Is she telling the truth? Is she lying? It's just you gotta. It's, they not rocket scientists. They not guy where they can look at certain women and say, oh, she ain't gonna do this and she ain't gonna. You got a lot of these women that are actors. You got a lot of them that ain't mentally stable, but they'll play a role like everything good. They calm, and like you said, you'll have sex with them one night and they talk about I love you. That's the ones you really gotta watch out for. What you mean you love me? This the first night we met. We haven't seen like you love me. So a lot of things he's saying in here is probably because he learned from his mistakes early on with a lot of these different women. Because, like he said, if his anthem is me so horny and all of that, you can't be about the same thing you singing because you're liable to be framed faster than the others just because of your brand. But yeah, Mike was framed. I don't say set up because when you say set up, it's like, oh, the person had to be doing something to be set up. So I don't like that setup thing. Meaning you had no clue, you did not know what the hell was going on, and you are framed. When you say set up, the person has to be indulging in something to be set up.
Ray Lewis. Here's another situation where pussy saved me again. Ain't nobody know about this story. It's one of them hidden stories. People don't know that. Everybody know about the big story. Ray Lewis was out there, and everybody think Ray Lewis got away with murder. And they Atlanta Super Bowl brawl outside of the nightclub. Ray Lewis stabbed these men and stabbed them and killed one of the men. The man, this and that. He goes on trial. Ray goes to jail and everything. Here's the real story of what happened. And it wasn't any kind of pussy that saved me. It was actually my fiance, my woman. She's a woman. She got one. She said, here's the story that happened. Ray came to the door. We all were staying Governor's Terrace. That's what they call it, Governor's Terrace on Peach Street in Atlanta. Right across the street from the Fox. So Ray was staying upstairs and I was staying downstairs. Ray had to go to the ball that night. He had to go to the NFL players' ball that night. It was on a Saturday night, Sunday morning. Ray said, yeah, I'm going to the ball. When I go to the ball, dog, we're going to go out. Because I got to hang out with you, baby. I got to hang out. I just came into town. Me and my fiance, we was there for a nice little weekend. Went to school in Atlanta, so she was going to end up hooking up with some other girls, and we all going to go out. So we said, okay. So Ray came. Fucked me up. She was going to go with her girls, and I was going to go
Ray Lewis.
with Ray and the boys. So Ray comes knocking on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. Hey, baby, you ready to go, baby? I said, no, I haven't. He knocked on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, look, baby, let's go, baby. So my fiance answered the door. Ray said, hey, baby, how you doing? Let's look. My fiance, she ain't like nobody calling her baby or none of that kind of shit. She ain't play like that. She was like, hold on, first of all, I'm not your baby, sir. And who are you? I'm Ray Lewis. She said, you hold on right here outside the door. Some man here looking like a pimp, dressed up, say he's Ray Lewis and he's here for you. I said, I'm so embarrassed. I said, Ray. I said, hey, baby, that's Ray. That's my friend there. That's Ray Lewis there. So Ray came in with a mink coat all the way down to his motherfucking ankles. Ray had a suit on. Ray was dressed sharp as Skeeter motherfucking Peter. I said, boy, I ain't never seen a mink coat this long in my motherfucking life. He had the fur going, and now I'm looking at my old lady. I said, boy, she don't like this shit here. Then she decided, so this who you going out with? I said, Ray, hold on. When I heard this who you going out with, I was like, oh shit. I said, Ray, I'll be downstairs in a minute, baby. Let me just holler at my old lady right here for a second. Come on, baby, let's go. It's time for us to go. We need to ride, baby. Let's get this thing cracking. I said, I'll be downstairs in a minute, Ray. She said, this who you finna go with? See, I told you I wasn't coming down there for you to be doing all this and hanging out with these niggas and all this and this wild shit. This man just came to the door. I said, no, baby, that's Ray Lewis. That's how them football players dress. They dress up like that, sweetheart. I said, he got plenty of money. He got big coats. It's cold out there. He ain't no pimp. She swore me up and down. Ray was a pimp. I said, Ray is not a pimp. That man is a motherfucking superstar football player. He going on why he ain't need this motherfucker here. So she got mad. Fuck it. If you go out with him, I'm going home. I said, hold on. Ray, I can't go, dog. Meet y'all to the club. Meet? You gonna meet? Okay. Fuck that. She then took off. I'm playing tough, man. She ain't my fiance. I'm playing to well, goddamn, you gonna go home, you go home. She did this motherfucker. When I tell you she went home, she went home. She got to the airport. Well, I'm at the motherfucking airport right now, so I'm at. And if you go out with this motherfucker, my punk ass didn't go nowhere. Okay, I'm not going, and goddamn it, so I'm saying in my head, I might go out. She gonna know if I'm lying. She gonna go home. She gonna get on the phone, call back to the room to see if I left. So I got to be here to answer this motherfucking phone. So I stayed there. Ray, I'm not going. Ray and the boys went out to the club that night. Little that we all know. The next morning when we woke up, Ray called me up. Look, some shit happened at the club. What happened, Ray? Man, some shit happened at the club. What happened, Ray? So I'm looking at the news. Man gets killed at the club, stabbed him. Yada, yada, yada. So Ray tells me, look, I said, Ray, what happened? Man, these niggas came up to the car and they started talking shit. We was in the alley, walking down the alley with this chick and everybody. These niggas started talking shit. Before you know, one thing led to another thing. These niggas followed us down the street. And then we jumped out the car and all the boys, so we started fighting and niggas just started dropping. Ray, did the police talk to you? He said, yeah, the police been over here, they left. He said, I'm on my way I told him I'm on my way to catch the plane and go to Honolulu. I say, well, you need to, did you miss your flight or you catch your flight? He said, I missed my flight to talk to the police. I said, you might need to, you call your lawyer. They told me I need no lawyer. I said, if they talk to you, they 9 times 10, they gonna come back and talk to you again. I say, is that everything happened? He said, yeah, that's all. He said, I don't know what, I didn't see what happened. So Ray ended up calling me back. Luke, man, the police at the door again. I said, Ray, what they asking for? Before you know it, Ray was in jail. What ended up happening? Ray ended up getting out of jail. That's why I defended him to the fullest on court TV and everywhere else. They were scared to call me as a witness because I told them, if y'all do call me, I already know. A lot of other things happened I can't mention on this autobiography here. Maybe sometimes they don't down the line. But make a long story short, Ray didn't do anything. A woman, pussy, did save me. The love of pussy did save me because if I'd have been in that car with Radium and the boys, 9 times out of 10, I would have been on trial along with everybody else who was on trial in the car. Because I got them show would have probably put me 2 in the motherfucker. Trust me. We got out the fight. We all, when the rules is, ghetto rule number 1, let me see the rule number 1. One fight, we all fight. So I would have definitely been in the car. I probably would have been the only one locked up in jail. So pussy and the love of pussy did save my life again. You know, I'm a fortunate guy, because, one thing about hip-hop, hip-hop is like this, a lot of athletes, like hanging out with rappers, and a lot of athletes like hanging out with me, obviously, because I have all the girls hang out with me. But at the same time, I know a lot of athletes and, they look up to me as a father figure and everything like that. And I talk to them. I know all the crazy ones. I only fuck with the crazy ones. Niggas like Glenn Robinson, niggas like Big Dog. Well, Big Dog, same thing. Niggas like Big Dog, niggas like Charles Oakley, Steve Smith, all the rough house niggas, Sam Cassell, people like that. Willie Burton and everybody. I mean, I fuck the thugged out niggas, Winston Moss, Ron Brown, all kinds of cats like that. But this, people had a tendency of, think about my relationship with these ball players, and they didn't understand, and so basically my relationship was, like I say, I was more like a father figure to them guys. And once upon a time, I'm gonna tell you this one story. I'm gonna tell you a couple of stories. One story was when I met Glenn Robinson, big dog. One day, we was up in Atlanta Freaknik. They used to have Freaknik back in the days. And so I was up in Freaknik, and Dr. Tucker, Tucker, he's an agent, a friend of mine, Steve Smith, all of us in one little crew, Doc, real good man. He was Magic Johnson agent, Lizelle Thomas agent, but he was actually the first agent, even with Big Dog, they asked for $100 million. He didn't want to start and all that. So when we was trying to get Big Dog, Glenn Robinson, we was up in Freaknik. And what happened, man? There was crazy shit that went on. And we hooked up with Dog, and Dog said, man, I want to hang out with you, Dog, and everything like that. So we hung out. I started vibing with him and everything, and, told him, hey, look, man, Doc, good people, it's all right. So Glenn, just like all our other athletes, they wanted to be introduced to that freaky shit. Like, yo, man, I walk with Luke. He on the phone calling niggas up. It's like, yo, dog, I'm rolling with Luke. We got in Freaknik. Yeah, baby. Man, help me with some hoes. I was okay, dog. Since you family with us, you rolling with us, you down with Doc and everything. So I'm like, yo, let me see what I can work out. Like, Atlanta Freaknik, every freaking smile. Never like that. So once again, one of my dancers, Miss Carla Graham, striking again. So I already know Carla was the type of girl, that she looking for, niggas to come up and everything. So Carla, I said, all right. I had a couple other chicks in the room and everything. So what we did was, okay, after the show, we're going to go to the hotel, man. We're just going to wild out. So I pointed Carla at this motherfucker. I already know Carla was looking for a type of nigga to come up. But then I gave Dog the warning, dog. This is a piece of pussy. Don't get caught up with it. What I used to do with these cats, I used to tell them, I want to expose them to certain types of women. Like NBA, NFL, they have these fucking little training camps and the little training manuals where they take niggas to these little retreats and say, don't mess with this kind of girl, don't mess with that kind of guy. So they do that in the NBA and NFL with, the up and coming stars. But what I do is I do it firsthand. I let them see the animals firsthand, let them taste and feel the animals firsthand, and then throw them in the garbage. So right then, I was vibing with this nigga. So I said, come on, man, let's go to the hotel with you. So now I'm like this nigga, this young nigga here, I gotta expose you to these bitches, dog. I can't have you get caught up with the bullshit. I like you. Dr. Tucker said, goddamn it, let's go, Luke. So we went up to the hotel room. We were staying at the goddamn Swiss. And we had the big jacuzzi, big suite and everything. Jacuzzi on one end, another one on the other end. And we going upstairs, and I said, I got this a job for Carla, one of my dancers. Carla, meet Dog. Say he gonna be the first pick. All I had to do is say this nigga gonna be the first pick in the NBA draft. Her eyes, you can just see the dollar signs come up in this bitch's face. Face, eyes, everything. She gonna rock his world the same way she did another motherfucker, same way she did Willie. So Carla went up in there and Carla just started muscling the other hoes out the way. I said, no, this is an orgy here. So I had my hoes and you gotta get some like bitches. You go to Freaknik. Every time, for instance, some brand new bitches. So Freaknik, I got my 4 motherfuckers in the room. We just wild out. I got the bitches naked, we drinking. We partying, Dr. Tucker the AZ, he's just laying on the couch. We ain't touching nothing. Doc just overseeing the whole shit, like he was an overseer, So goddamn it, here we go. Big Dog got Carla. Carla got Big Dog. So we got one hoe eating another hoe pussy, and another hoe eating another hoe pussy. I'm in the jacuzzi, and the hoes eat pussy, and they sucking dicks, and they fucking and everything. Big Dog, Carla then ease Big Dog from out of his jacuzzi. I said, baby, you're all right here in there with motherfucking hoes standing up over me, eating up each other pussy, and he going and he looking. I said, don't you eat no pussy now. Don't do that. Then let them all do what they do. So he said, no, I got you, Luke, I got you, baby. So all the time, Carla had a plan to try to get this motherfucker along. So then we all end up in the bed together. Dog got 2 girls on his big ass bed. I never been in a Dog got 2 bitches over there, he fucking and they sucking, and I got 2 bitches on my side of the bed. So before you know it, I'm fucking, and Big Dog ends up on the floor with Carla. And he fucking Carla. Carla then pushed the other one out the way. So he's fucking Carla. Before you know it, Carla to ease Dog in the closet. So I look over there. I said, where the fuck did he go? And he went from the floor to the closet. This motherfucker is in there fucking the shit out of Carla. Carla going on a regular program. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. And the Big Dog in there, he ain't saying nothing. I said, good, good, good. Nigga don't say nothing. I mean, you fall into that pussy trap. Because that's what it is. It's a pussy trap. And that's why I try to expose these young niggas to. So Big Dog fucking her and fucking her. So then I open up the closet door and say, what y'all doing up there? Dog said, I'm fucking her. And he got her bent up on the wall. God, I'm talking about the closet. This nigga is about 6 foot. And they fucking in this closet. I don't know how small the closet is, but the bitch was small. He fucking her all over the closet, pick her up, take her out of the closet, fucks her again on the couch, fucks her on the bed, fuck her on the thing, fuck her on the wall, he fucking her all over the motherfucking place. I say, that's my motherfucking nigga. I say, okay, now, this was the test to find out whether he was really gonna catch feelings. I say, okay, dog, let's go, baby. Wake up. We gonna go get some more bitches. We gotta go another round. Dog left that bitch sitting right there. I said, that's my nigga. I like this nigga to this day right now. That nigga my motherfucking friend, because he did not get caught in the pussy trap. And like I said, all my boys, I don't let them get caught in the pussy trap. Because pussy trap can be deadly, and it can cost a lot of money. It can cost you a lot of money. Pussy trap. This is money shit here, right? That's motherfucking NFL superstar, man. LeVar Arrington. That's another one of my niggas. Another crazy motherfucker. Like I say, LeVar Arrington is one of my motherfucking dogs. I love LeVar like a motherfucking. I love him like a brother because that nigga is a motherfucker down for the cause. So let me say this here. One day, we was at, not Freaknik, but we was at Daytona Beach, Black College Spring Break. You know what all the freaks is out there, Black College Spring Break. So LeVar, they introduced me. They say, see this young nigga right here? He gonna be the first nigga picked in the draft. He said, dog, I always wanted to roll with you, baby. So I said, you can roll with me, come on. So he got in the motherfucking bus. We had the tour bus out there. Bus all wrapped up, we rolled on the tour bus. The tour bus be like a big old pussy machine. Every freaking neighbor mammy want to get on that motherfucking bus. It ain't no question about what's going on in that motherfucking tour bus. Because once that bitch be rapping and roll down the street, it's like get on the motherfucking bus and take your motherfucking drawers off. Because you're going to suck and you're going to get fucked. So I said, baby, you ready to roll with us? We're going to go ride. Fuck everything that move on this beach for the next 3 days. He said, goddamn, I'm with you, baby. So we got in the motherfucking bus. Just to show us we crunked that motherfucker up before we crunked the bus up too goddamn quick. Hoes was coming on out the hotel. They was like, I want to ride with you, Luke. I want to ride with you. This really felt like a sacrifice weekend, but I wasn't about to call no sacrifice weekend with these young fellas on this bus here. So I said, come on, baby, y'all get on the bus. You know what that motherfucking bus, that bitch is all up under in the bus, because the bus got like 12 bunks and it got this big room in the back. Bitches all up under the bunks, bitches all, I say, all you bitches got to get naked. So LeVar running around me, he said, God damn it, man. This shit is what we do. I said, yeah, baby. And I said, look here, baby, suck this motherfucking dick. So the bitch started sucking the dick. I said, look, you have out. And she started sucking it, and LeVar back there fucking up. Look, use your condom, young fella, use your condom. So we fucking, and then we go get to the club. Okay, we stop. They stop fucking. Then they got off the motherfucking bus. Then they got up in the motherfucking club. And now LeVar looked like he was catching feelings. I said, hold on, baby. I ain't had to get in the whole speech because we was moving a little too motherfucking fast. I said, hold on. Don't start falling in love with these motherfucking hoes, because these hoes these are animals. You don't want to fall in love with the animals. Because LeVar had one of them, he was hugged up with her. I said, oh no, don't ever do that. If you ever see your boys hugged up with an animal, just, oh no, stop it right there, because now you about to get a feeling. Because what you never do with one of them animals is you never make them feel like they're wifey material. So I'm like, LeVar, hold on. Because I saw the girl kissing him all on the neck. I said, this is an animal. She had to been sucking dicks and fucking eating pussy the whole night. And he was hugging her up and she was kissing him all on the neck before realized she was about to kiss him in the mouth. I said, stop. Don't you do that. Don't you do that to my motherfucking road dog. And then I showed him we got back on the bus and that bitch was the first victim. I said, bitch, let me tell you. I said, and so I had to tell him, I said, let you see what the fuck you dealing with right here. Just like a little vampire right here. And then I put the moves on him. And he saw what she was really made of. Because for a brief moment, I think she had it. She had a going for a brief moment. And at that point, he became one of us. Crazy motherfucker, full 360 degrees. You know what the most is really all about. That was my man. That was my little story about the father. He been fucking ever since. I heard him fucking one of them other girls. I ain't gonna tell about what I heard about him. I'm gonna leave that alone for the next book. I heard him fuck her in the ass. They said she like it in the ass. I ain't gonna say who that is, but I'm gonna leave that alone now. Yep, I know. Serve back and forwards. Number 4. Here we go. This section is brought to you by University of Miami. Which University of Miami? It could be actually University of Michigan, or it could be University of Miami. So, Florida. Or it could be University of Miami of Ohio. So who knows what University of Miami I'm talking about? In this section along the way there. A lot of people just, a lot of reporters. I gotta tell you, these reporters, they always come to me and say, Luke, we want you to confess that you paid the football players to play back in the 80s when they won all those national championships. You were behind their motivation of going out. It was a big pay-for-play scandal. You started the pay-for-play. Yes, what you did, you made them go and get sacked, and you paid them. You paid them for touchdowns. You paid them to knock people out of the game. You paid them to hurt Klinger. You paid them to hurt Tim Brown. You paid to knock them out of the game. You paid for big hits. You paid for sacks. You paid for touchdowns. You paid for all that at the University of Miami. Whether it was Miami of Ohio, Miami of Miami, University of Michigan, the $365,000 question that they've always been wanting me to answer. You goddamn right. I paid them for every motherfucking thing they did. You know why? Because the NCAA wasn't paying them a motherfucking thing. Then you got these young men running around out there. Think about it. One, they got a scholarship. That's a goddamn mirage. The part they tell you about the scholarship, but they don't tell you about, is the part that the scholarship is not guaranteed. Football, nor basketball. So who plays football and basketball? What's the dominant race in football and basketball? 99% black in football and basketball. So I remember this one time I was in the locker room. This coach Jimmy, he was in there. I ain't gonna say whether he was a head coach. I remember he said, "This is one kid, God damn it, I ain't give you no scholarship to come here for no education, motherfucker. I gave you a scholarship to play football. And if you don't get football right, you ain't gonna have no motherfucking scholarship." He said, "But coach, I'm up in this motherfucker. I gotta go to school. It's difficult, coach. I gotta get good grades and everything." He said, "God damn it, fuck grades. I change the grades. I control the grades at this motherfucking university. Your job is to get right on the football field, or you lose your scholarship next year. Another motherfucker scholarship." I said, whoa. At that point, I knew what it was all about. But it really wasn't about higher education at these higher institutes. It was about the motherfuckers playing football. So that changed my whole life and my whole perspective on that. Think about a bowl game, $15 million to the university. And after that year, if the university wins the national championship, the tuition goes up to the little white kids. So in all actuality, the football players are out there to serve a purpose. They are actually slaves to the system. of the NC motherfucking A. They slaves. And they make it where they can't do nothing but go to school, get that little check, that little $2 a month check, and continue being slaves. And if they go get a job, they lose their scholarship. If they don't practice or perform on the field, they lose their scholarship. So they can't do nothing but try and steal something or take something. So in all actuality, that's why I did what I did. Because there was a whole bunch of them boosters and a whole lot of them motherfucking people sitting out there at university. They were saying, well, how is Luke on the sideline? How is Luke down there on the field? Why did the players love him so much? Why they wearing them scarves and them bandanas on their head? There was one time where the motherfuckers had the bandanas on and some motherfucker complained. I say, why they wearing them Luke scarves on their head? Because they represent goddamn motherfucking the MIA. Luke represent the MIA, they represent the MIA. So they represent that hardcore. Because they know Luke hardcore. I put that bandana on and I say, fuck the world. So they see me, big rapper Luke, Uncle Luke, telling them that. And the motherfuckers in the stands didn't understand what was going on in that press box. People in the stands understood. They loved me for it. My Chico friends, the real diehard football fans, they said, man, when Luke was on that sideline, we won a national championship like a motherfucker. You goddamn motherfucker, right? I was down there telling them niggas, goddamn it, I remember one game, we was playing up in Tallahassee. Motherfucker was sitting out there, them niggas like they was about to bitch up. It was 17-9. I said, goddamn it, y'all niggas look like you got the big guys. So what did I say at that point? Goddamn it, everybody get a motherfucker sack right now. It was $500 for a sack, bitch. And the pot went from $150 to $500 just to the flick of a moment. Them niggas went out there, started hitting motherfuckers. Like they was goddamn running like they was going crazy. They was hitting bitches, stacking bitches. I said, goddamn it, knock this motherfucker out to $1,000. And they knocked this motherfucker niggas, get up, we gonna keep hitting you, we gonna kill your motherfucking ass out there. I remember one time, boy, told motherfucker Tim Brown, said, Tim Brown, let me tell you this shit, motherfucker. You stand in the way of my motherfucking money. I'm gonna fuck you up. The best thing for you to do is lay your pussy ass down and don't come out of the field no more, because my job is to take your pussy ass out. That nigga took goddamn Tim Brown, looked back and said, oh Lord. I ain't never heard a nigga talk to me like that in my motherfucking life. That nigga hear Tim Brown so hard, Tim Brown ain't come back in the game. And he'll say this to this day. So in all actuality, what I did was, I didn't pay for play. I paid for them to up their stock for the next level. And for them to play on a level that they didn't even know they was being able to play on. Because the NCAA did not give them any money every motherfucking highlight. You see a player from the university balling like a motherfucker. You have a legacy. It becomes a dynasty. A certain way to play, a certain attitude, and how to play, we established that right through what we was doing. It wasn't about paying some motherfucking body, violating some rules. So one of these days, one of the early days, they sent this one motherfucking little goddamn motherfucking reporter. They say, we want you to go out and get this story from Luke. He didn't like you. You went to the University of Miami. His name was Dan Leviton. Dan the motherfucking man. He was a young little reporter. He went to UM, you know what I'm saying, and everything. So he talked this UM shit. At that time, I was like, motherfucking Prince. I don't do interviews. I don't do no motherfucking interviews. Call back. I don't do no motherfucking interviews. Have another nigga say, yeah, I want to fucking do it. He good people. I don't do no fucking interviews. So this motherfucker cornered me off one day. I was doing a charity golf tournament. I was playing it. And he came up and he eased up against me because he had to deal all this little motherfucking interviews with some other motherfuckers. So for about a year, he was trying to get me. His whole goal was to bust the story that I was paying the football players. And this motherfucker came up to me and I was sitting there. And he found me. I said, I like you, young fella, because you're real persistent. I said, what your name is? He said, my name is Dan Leviton. So then he said, well, what about this guy, Tiger? Tiger said, you paid him. Tiger. And what about this guy, Charles Farms? He said, you paid him to get interceptions. Tiger said, you paid him to hit people. I said, well, I don't know Tiger and I don't know Charles Farms. I know they play for the university, but I don't know them. So Dan eventually went on to write the motherfucking article. And he accused me for playing. Then after Dan wrote this article, then the NCAA started with their investigations, came up to my room. I recall it just like it was yesterday. It was a white lady, 2 black men, somebody from the university, Randy Shannon was with them. And they came to my room and they said, "Can we ask you some questions?" And I said, "Yeah. What's it about?" "Your involvement with the University of Miami." And I said, "Oh no, I never did this. I never did that. I never did that." "Oh no. You ever paid the players?" "No." "You ever bought them drinks?" "No." "You ever let them in your clubs free?" "No." "You ever got them some pussy?" "No." "Oh no." "Have they ever rode on your boat and y'all had parties and shit out on the boat?" "Oh no, not me. I would never put nobody on the boat and we get pussy and all that there. Have you ever recruited any players at the University?" "Oh no, not me. Not me. I wouldn't do anything like that." That's what I told the investigators. But Dan broke the story, told everybody in the world that, and now he's the biggest writer at the Miami Herald. He's one of the top writers at ESPN the magazine. He has his own radio show. He's a big time. He's so big right now. He makes 6 figures in the high 6 figures because of that story that created his career. Dan Leviton. Do I have some stories about the justice system? I have some fucking stories about the justice system you'll never believe in your life. Man, I gotta tell you this one story here, man. I remember the time when we went to jail for singing explicit lyrics at the nightclub, and I knew I was going to jail because there was so many police around. I said, fuck it. So the trial went on. It was real tense. What we had to do was to pick a jury. So me and my lawyer sat up there and we said, God damn, we gotta pick a jury. He had some picks, and I was fully involved in the case. You know, we looked at the people, and he looked at the people, he talked to the people, asked them questions, I picked people, and he picked people, so we got this jury. 2 blacks and the rest whites. We had women, we had young men, we had construction workers, we had school teachers, we had principals, we had mailmen, we had everybody on the jury. So the trial went on, so the trial was going on, right? And while the trial was going on, they had this lady prosecuting this black man. They want to trick the system, or they want to use a lady so she can recite the lyrics of what I was saying, how disgusting they were from a lady's perspective. And this black guy, he wanted to be, oh, it's disgusting to black people too. So the trial went on. It was real intense. This man would get up and he came up and opened up arguments. We're going to show you that this music is all fucked up. It's no good. The public shouldn't hear it. And the lady got up and she said, yes, the women is degrading and this is the worst thing in the world and all this here. And then my lawyers got up and opened an argument and they said, no, I'm going to tell you, it's freedom of expression, freedom of speech and all this. And if they stop this, then they're going to be coming in your house and policing your shit. So then the trial went on. This lady got up. One of the police officers, she was up in there interviewing him after we picked the jury. She was telling him, so what did you hear? He said, I heard him say, hey, we want some pussy, suck dicks and fuck and all this here. And so the lady, every time I said, this bitch is getting too loud. The jury was listening. They were like it was getting disgusted. So I said, I gotta do something to throw this bitch off here. So this lady, she up and she started talking. Who think it's the next day we in the court? So she would walk over by my table and point at me. And Mr. Campbell, he got on stage and he said this, recite what he said. So I said, this bitch keep coming in my face. Every time after that second time, she came in my face. She came over there and stood up by my table. And I started whispering, hey, you love for me to stick this dick in your fat white ass. And then she said, John, did you hear anything? And the judge said, no, I didn't hear nothing. And she'll go on and talk some more. Yes, and he's degrading to women, and he's this, and he's that. I said, I love the fuck She said, Yana, did you hear that? And then Yana said, no, I didn't hear that. What are you talking about, man? And then she'll go back on and on and on. And then she said, hold on. And then I'll say something else. Oh, you little suck this black dick with me. And then she said, Yana, Mr. Campbell's making all these gestures and he's saying all these things and everything about me and everything. And the judge said, I was sitting up there like, I don't know what she talking about. And the judge said, well, I don't hear anything. So I read that motherfucking bitch so crazy. So the next 2 days after that, we're in the trial. I'm in the bathroom, using the bathroom. And the prosecutor, the black prosecutor, he comes and they say, man, you know, dog, I really like you. To be honest with you, shit, the last Christmas party, we had all your shit pumping up in that motherfucker. He said, but I got my job to do and everything. I said, okay, cool, dog. He said, but you know, the freaky thing happened to my co-counsel. I said, what? He said, she fell out. And she's real sick. And she's not going to be back for the trial. I said, no. He said, yeah, just overnight. She came to work. She came to work. She was feeling a little bad overnight. She came to work and she fell out. I said, oh, shit. But let me tell you about this other stuff. About the girl.
You heard what he said, right? That all of a sudden the prosecutor dropped from the case. Made up a story that she was sick and couldn't return. You know he won that case, right? Mm-hmm.
Who was trying to sue me for $5 million. This girl was the only one in the records. She was the one on there. She was on the one song before the song started. She was talking all of the phone sex. She was a phone sex, right? For one of the records. So me and her used to have phone sex, and I let her know. Yeah, phone sex. She get off the phone. Oh, I want to do that. This girl here. And my club, I took her my club. I fucked her in the bathroom, on the bar. I fucked her everywhere, every time in the office, everything. So she decides to sue me for $5 million. Keep in mind, I did have her sign a release. So I'm like, oh Lord, how we end up going to court? I got a release right to the judge. She throw this shit out, Judge. Why you don't throw this out, Judge? I said, no, I'm gonna hear this case here. I said, oh Lord, this motherfucker finna get me. They got all the TV cameras in there, Luther Campbell back in court again. Girl suing for $5 million. Now this bitch done dressed up like a fucking nut. She looked like she was going to a goddamn private school. She had her hair all up and shit, looking like a little professional. I said, look at this freak. See, now the morals of the story, the freaks can dress up to look like some real distinguished ladies. So you gotta watch these motherfuckers. This bitch was looking like, goddamn, like she was about to big turn. I said, this animal. And I had a lady like that. We said, we gotta get this bitch in. This bitch, Thomasina went through this bitch documents, coming to find out this bitch had all kind of shit. She had to went to jail for fraud, lost her kids, lost her everything, her boyfriend, the whole 9 yards, and all this shit. So we tried to get this in. The judge said no. Say, well, Judge, this goes to her credibility. She lost her kid. No, the jury would not hear this. Say, Judge, well, she's ex-con. No, the jury would not. It just goes to her credibility to tell her she's a fraud. She's a fucking con. No. Say, oh, Lord. The lawyer went on and said, Mr. Campbell, I was on the stand. I said, fuck it, I'm getting up there. He said, Mr. Campbell, did you fuck her? And the jury looked. And I said, yeah, I fucked her. Would you think I'm going to say no? How did you fuck her? He was a Spanish guy. How did you fuck her? Mr. Campbell, how did you fuck her? He didn't speak no fucking English. I think I fucked her. You want me to explain how I fucked these ladies in here? I don't care. I want to know how did you fuck her? How did you fuck her, Mr. Campbell? I said, well, and where did you fuck her? I said, I fucked her in the hotel. And did you not tell her fuck another woman? I said, yeah, because she's a freak. I had one of my girls eat her pussy, and she ate her pussy, and the other girl ate her pussy, she ate the other girl pussy. Judge said, hold on. Stop the trial. I said, oh shit, the judge gonna put me in jail. The judge said, Mr. Campbell, I want to see you in my chambers. I said, oh shit, you can stop the trial, you can put me in jail. The judge said, come to my chambers. Without your lawyers, no lawyers. I need to see Mr. Campbell. And the judge brought me in. And I said, yes, Your Honor, may I help you? He said, Mr. Campbell, the only reason why I took this case and the only reason why I'm allowing this shit to go on because I want to see the fucking meat so horny dancers. Now this judge, he looked like he about 35 years old. I said, Your Honor, he said, well, to me, so horny dancers, when they gonna come in and testify? I want to see that. So I went back, I said, well, I talked to my lawyer about that. So I went back out there to trial, kept on going. The judge, this lawyer started asking me more questions and everything. And then the next day, adjourned to the next day. So I told my lawyer, I said, she said, what the hell did he call you back up? I said, he want to see the dancer. She said, the dancer? Well, the dancers ain't on my schedule to come up here. So we go back the next day. Before we start, Mr. Campbell coming in. I said, shit, I'm going to jail. Do you have the dancers? I said, no, Your Honor, I don't have that. He said, I want to see the motherfucking dancers. That's the only reason why this shit going. He said, do you think I'm crazy? You got a fucking release right there. This shit ain't going no fucking around. I want to see the bitches. I said, oh, Lord, now tell me this is the truth, sir. Do not tell me you want to see the bitches, Your Honor. That motherfucker told me he wanted to see the fucking women. Would you believe that? I ended up winning. This bitch ended up losing. And that was the morals of that story there.
You heard that, right? The judge knew from the beginning that he had the release form. So the girl claiming all of this came up in there dressed like a nun. And the judge only proceeded with the trial because he wanted the women. The judge. So don't be thinking that judges, lawyers, prosecutors don't or haven't got they freak on too, because they have. They just don't, you probably don't hear as much as their business getting out there. But if y'all remember a few months ago, that police captain who was sleeping with one of the officers, I think lieutenant, and was married. And when the side chick police officer went to, no, the wife went to the side chick house to see if her husband was there, the police commissioner, and he was. No, he was the captain. And the side chick wound up shooting the guy and his wife. Now, this is a police captain. The side chick is a lieutenant. And I forgot what position his wife is, but all three of them was cops. Y'all might have seen that story. It was recently, like 2 months ago. And the wife went there looking for her husband. And he came out, he apologized, and, said that all of this was his fault. He apologized to his community. But my point is, he was married, and he was sleeping with one of his, one of the lower police officers, lieutenant. And she shot him and his, wife. Luckily, nobody was unalive. But it just shows, just because they cops, just because they prosecutors, all these people, it same stuff going. A lot of these strip clubs and private parties that these dancers be dancing for, a lot of them be judges, cops, firefighters, and then a lot of them be having wives, but they don't stop them from going to these parties, getting with these hoes. So it's just funny to me how everybody wanted to zero in on Rkelly, and like he was so nasty and everything else. But everybody else's business just ain't been put out there. And like I said, this whole Diddy thing, that's why everybody's so quiet. You think Diddy didn't know? I mean, you think judges, prosecutors, Cop, you think they wasn't going to Diddy parties? Please.
Here we go. Now, this is definitely the section that everybody is going to be talking about. It's called Sacrifice Weekend. Now, let me get a little bit of history on Sacrifice Weekend, what Sacrifice Weekend really is. Sacrifice Weekend is almost like, when people back in the days used to sacrifice lambs, and sacrifice people, and sacrifice things on a certain day. They call it Sacrifice Day, and yada, 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 yada. So, what we used to do was, when all the elements was right, it seemed like it was going to be one of those weekends. Start out on a Friday night. Looks like everything's going to be popping.
Let me drop the link. I want to know what some of y'all got to say so far. Y'all don't have to turn y'all cameras on. If you know how to use the link, all you have to do is make sure your camera off. Make sure your mic is on. If you got any background noise, just cut the YouTube down if you're coming up. If don't nobody come up, then I'm just move on to the next thing. So I'm gonna take your whole Saturday up. And shout out to Luke because I did not know nothing about that. That I'm glad that I ran across it. It told me a lot because now I realize why when Gloria Velez came out with her claim, why he just flagged her off, and why the other celebrities didn't come out and comment on it because half of them she didn't dealt with. The same Gloria that was out here talking about, oh, the industry, they groom women, minors, and they don't know when they be grooming minors. But shout out to Luke. He had all of them signing the release forms. And that's what saved him. So Gloria sitting up there with Cisco was mind blowing to me because I'm like, well, damn, she got caught in the hotel with him. This is why when she said, when we first met, did you know who my baby father was? He was like, no, I didn't know. So this was after she had her son by Aaron Hall. She still was running around with the celebrities. She was cute. She was tall, long, pretty hair, Spanish and black. So she kind of was like the more appealing, especially for the videos and the magazines, than some of the other women. And she used that to get what she wanted and to get to the top. If you remember, he said when she first came to Jay-Z's video shoot, she basically had sex with the whole set. You don't know for sure if she did something with Jay-Z, but he know at the beginning of the video, she wound up all the way in the front, and she was the female and the passenger of the car. Just like I talk about Drea. When she was getting dropped off by her fiance to work as a dancer for Robert, she was engaged. Then you start seeing her on the videos, shaking it the hardest. Because remember, it was the two lighter women, and they had Drea kind of like in the back. Then you start seeing later on Drea in the front, and the other two in, like towards the back. One of the videos, I think it was Summer Bunny, where they had to block out the back of Drea when she bent over, because you could literally see her whole shebang bang. So was willing to give it up, was willing to be the most wild, freakiest on the video, and had a fiance. Left this man to be with Robert. And you don't think that she did the most freakiest stuff to Robert so she can make it seem like You don't need no other woman. I'm top tier. We can have threesomes. We can do this. You can. But he wouldn't worry about being with the woman because my woman get down. That was Drea. Period. So again, if y'all didn't know, this is Gloria.
My son's father's Aaron Hall. If y'all don't know.
Let's turn it around.
Wait, did you know that I was his baby mother the time I met you?
I did not know. Aaron Hall, I did not know that was your baby mama. I had no idea.
I don't believe that.
I told him that.
I know you did.
Right. I told him. I was like, hey, man, I didn't know that was your baby mama. But the reason why we laughing about that, because apparently something went viral. Would you like to share with the audience?
My God. Okay, so as you know, on Vlad TV, Vlad gets people flustered. And he flustered my son's father. And my son's father said a few things that were not so pleasant about me.
Oh.
But this is 8 years ago, so it just recently went viral.
Where my pearls at?
She was standing up with a Jamaican rapper named Mad Lion.
Okay, I know who that is.
Big Pun, Fat Joe, Method Man, like whoever you speak to, just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, and went upstairs and fucked her. When I saw her, she was dancing with Luke and them. I didn't know she was a puppy, you know what I mean?
That's right.
She was tall, she was big, blonde hair, bone with the black pant leather. I was like, I'm getting that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows I couldn't even really speak then. I had a speech impediment. I don't stutter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went there and just grabbed her hand and went inside the hotel and gave it to her. My mother was Puerto Rican, from Ponce. So when I see anybody that's Spanish, I'm going to grab them.
Okay.
I ain't going to ask if you holding the hand all loose and you holding a conversation with a nigga.
Preach.
I'm going to take your bitch. She chose up already. Now, she want to go renegade? Go renegade, bitch.
So I want to say this in response to that we're in a better place now. He apologized to me and my son. He's great to my son, and now we have a grandchild, and he's a great grandfather. So I don't need a public apology. I don't care what people think or what people, the past is the past. I forgive him for everything. And I think forgiveness is key to move forward for healing myself and healing him. And now we can laugh. We've cried about things, and we move forward from it. Wow. Yeah. So that's why I could be on Vlad TV,
Slow clap, ladies and gentlemen. Slow clap. Bring it up.
But it's real. It's growth.
Awesome. No,
yeah,
because
it's
I remember
growth.
when you told me that he was your baby's dad. I told you a story that a lot of people may not know. Before I sang any R&B music, I was singing gospel music.
Right.
The first R&B song I ever sang was "Goodbye Love" by Guy, which was led by your baby father.
Right.
And so 60 degrees of separation.
Right.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Goodbye Love, man. It was like, that was, cause I was like singing gospel. And then, my sister was playing the Guy album and I was in the other room singing and she was on the phone with her friend and, the song stopped and I was still singing. And her friend started screaming and she was like, like, what is that? Like, is somebody singing in your house? Oh, that's my stupid brother. He always so loud. And she was like, he sounds just like him though. Can he sing? And then she put me on the phone and then I sang it and her reaction is what, made me like really pursue. Cause like I said, when I was
How old were you then when you did that?
12 or something.
Yeah, he was a baby.
So like when I was like 5, that's when I saw Michael and he was kind of the influence that I had on my career. And I had like a checklist of things I felt like I needed to do. If you look at Michael Jackson, right, you realize that he has a signature look, a signature sound.
He does.
And a lot of times people may have a artist that they look up to and wonder why they don't resonate past whatever the brainwash money is.
Right.
That's what I call when a record label plays a song that you might not like at first and then they just jam it down your throat until you do like it. And I say sometimes artists don't stick. Well, why? It's because
my son's father's Aaron Hall. Y'all don't know.
Let's turn it around.
Wait, did you know that I was his baby mother the time I met you?
I did not know. Aaron Hall, I did not know that was your baby mama. I had no idea.
I don't believe that.
I told him that.
I know you did.
Right. I told him. I was like, hey, man, I didn't know that was your baby mama. But the reason why we laughing about that, because apparently something went viral. Would you like to share with the audience?
Oh, my God. Okay, so as you know, on Vlad TV, Vlad gets people flustered. And he flustered my son's father. And my son's father said a few things that were not so pleasant about me.
Oh.
But this is 8 years ago, so it just recently.
Turn right to I-285 South.
Questions, you have passed my test. Happy people, yeah, yeah, yeah. Turn it, yes, them cool people. Happy people. Come on, baby daddy. Other baby daddy. Dancing. Happy people. Yeah.
Turn right to I-285 South.
Questions, you have passed my test. Happy people, yeah, yeah, yeah. Turn it, yes, them cool people. Happy people. Come on, baby daddy. Other baby daddy. Dancing. Happy people. Yeah.
Turn right to I-285 South.
Exactly. Yeah, we know Drea. We know Drea. So as we move on into, if y'all would like to hit the link, but I just gotta move on because I still want to read this court document from UMG and Motown Records attorneys speaking on Little Rod's attorney. And a judge has came out and stated that Tyrone Blackburn is known for writing salacious and false complaints in civil court to get the attention of the media and to get the defendant to settle. Okay? They still have said that they will be sanctioning him if he doesn't drop these claims. And good morning, unconditional. So yes, Little Rod's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, the one that I read the documents last week, UMG and Motown Records, and I think it's Ethiopia and Grange attorneys, have wrote the judge and said another judge stated that Tyrone puts these complaints in civil suit just to get a hold of the media so he can get the individuals to settle. So moving on to this mayor real fast. I know y'all hearing a lot about her. I hope it's still not. I switched the volume, so I don't know what's wrong. So here we go. The mayor from Chicago. Everybody wants her out. They're saying that she's stealing money from the village. But recently, something happened. Her ex-assistant They all went to Vegas. And the ex-assistant is claiming that she was SA'd and drugged when they went to Vegas by a trustee on the mayor's board. The mayor hasn't really come out and spoke about it, nor the trustee, but I guess it was a document that was made up and sent out. But they're saying, oh, the ex-assistant is mad. She doesn't work here. Some way they made her go out on medical leave. Next thing they know, she's fired. But she's claiming that she was SA'd by one of the trustees when they went into the Vegas trip. A lot of the people from the neighborhood is calling for the mayor for her to step down. They're saying that she's misusing the money. She's affiliated with gangs. She uses her status to go and rob drug dealers and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm gonna let y'all see the video first and then I'll come back.
In Dalton Monday night, a chaotic village board meeting. It got underway an hour late because of a credible threat, according to police. Only a limited number of residents were let into the building, and they had to pass through a metal detector. Those who were not let in protested outside. A short time later, the meeting abruptly ended when 4 trustees walked out.
The Open Meetings Act requires that that we have enough space for everybody to get in. Because of that, I feel we have a lot of outrage going on out there, and we want to be able to provide the space to people that they are looking for.
This is the residents' home, and anytime you can't come in, it's a problem.
During public comment, a number of residents outraged because of the alleged misuse of village funds, lawsuits, and other issues called on the mayor to step down.
We don't want you here. You or your administration. Y'all need to go.
Mayor, you might as well step down too. Because I'm tired of that too. This is a disgrace that you have done to this village.
Embattled, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Hanyard and a village trustee who's not named are at the center of an investigation by the Illinois Department of Human Rights. The probe is focused on what allegedly happened on an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. Hanyard's former assistant who filed this complaint claims she was sexually assaulted by an unnamed Dalton trustee on that trip. She claims she was then later fired from her job. In a statement, the village told NBC5 it conducted a thorough investigation.
My son's father's Aaron Hall, if y'all don't know.
Let's turn it around.
Wait, did you know that I was his baby mother the time I met you?
I did not know. Aaron Hall, I did not know that was your baby mama. I had no idea.
I don't believe that.
I told him that.
I know you did.
Right. I told him. I was like, hey, man, I didn't know that was your baby mama. But the reason why we laughing about.
In Dalton Monday night, a chaotic village board meeting. It got underway an hour late because of a credible threat, according to police. Only a limited number of residents were let into the building, and they had to pass through a metal detector. Those who were not let in protested outside. A short time later, the meeting abruptly ended when 4 trustees walked out.
The Open Meetings Act requires that that we have enough space for everybody to get in. Because of that, I feel we have a lot of outrage going on out there, and we want to be able to provide the space to people that they are looking for.
This is the residents' home, and anytime you can't come in, it's a problem.
During public comment, a number of residents outraged because of the alleged misuse of village funds, lawsuits, and other issues called on the mayor to step down.
We don't want you here. You or your administration. Y'all need to go.
Mayor, you might as well step down too. Because I'm tired of that too. This is a disgrace that you have done to this village.
Embattled, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Hanyard and a village trustee who's not named are at the center of an investigation by the Illinois Department of Human Rights. The probe is focused on what allegedly happened on an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. Hanyard's former assistant who filed this complaint claims she was sexually assaulted by an
My son's father's Aaron Hall, if y'all don't know.
Let's turn it around.
Wait, did
In Dalton Monday night, a chaotic village board meeting. It got underway an hour late because of a credible threat, according to police. Only a limited number of residents were let into the building, and they had to pass through a metal detector. Those who were not let in protested outside. A short time later, the meeting abruptly ended when 4 trustees walked out.
The Open Meetings Act requires that that we have enough space for everybody to get in. Because of that, I feel we have a lot of outrage going on out there, and we want to be able to provide the space to people that they are looking for.
This is the resident's home, and anytime you can't come in, it's a problem.
During public comment, a number of residents, outraged because of the alleged misuse of village funds, lawsuits, and other issues, called on the mayor to step down.
We don't want you here. You or your administration. Y'all need to go.
Mayor, you might as well step down too. Because I'm tired of that too. This is a disgrace that you have done to this village.
Embattled Dalton Mayor Tiffany Hanyard and a village trustee who's not named are at the center of an investigation by the Illinois Department of Human Rights. The probe is focused on what allegedly happened on an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. Hanyard's former assistant who filed this complaint claims she was sexually assaulted by an unnamed Dalton trustee on that trip. She claims she was then later fired from her job. In a statement, the village told NBC5 it conducted a thorough investigation into the allegations led by an independent third-party company. The statement goes on to say this is nothing more than a disgruntled village employee trying to make off with the taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. The village board meeting continued on for a little while with only the mayor and 1 trustee in attendance. April 8th, that's when they hope this meeting will resume. Reporting from Dalton, I'm Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
Regina, thank you.
I am a wife. I'm a mother of 3 children. My children and my family are suffering because of this loss. And Dalton police, the detectives, have been sitting around twiddling their fingers on this case. This is hurtful. When I've been in contact, I've been asking questions. I've been in contact with the state's attorney's office. I'm pushing this case. I've had the Crime Stoppers come out to do additional work canvassing the neighborhood, to assist the police, and nothing has been done. My husband, Tavares Edward Davis, deserves justice. Thank you.
All right. One more? Go ahead. All right. Thank you for your public comment. Next on the agenda is general announcements. Do anybody have any general announcements?
Yes, Mayor.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I hear a lot of the outrage, and I think a lot of it is just around having a space that can accommodate. And I'm concerned also that there may be some violations of Open Meetings Act because we need to have a space when we know that there's this many people. As such, I'm going to make a motion that we postpone this meeting and continue the agenda to Monday, April 8th, a week from today at 6:30, Dalton Park District 14700 Evers. So that is my motion.
Trustee, second. We are not postponing a meeting. We are
Did you get my second, clerk?
And basically, we have 2 items on the agenda. So we can basically continue with our meeting and get through the 2 items that's on the meeting. So my advice to the board is we are already here. Let's handle the business and not let the business handle you guys. We're not having no meeting at no Dalton Park District. So I'm just making that crystal clear. Clerk, what are you doing? You out of order. You out of order. Did I call the roll? Did I say call the roll? I'm still speaking. You're out of order, Clerk Key. You out of order, Clerk Key. Like, stop. Y'all out of order. Everybody want to run stuff. Y'all don't run this house over here. Stop, please. So, as I was stating, we need to continue with the business. We are here. People came to a meeting to hear we have been doing in our village. The department head, the lawyer, everyone's here. So I'm asking for you guys to sit here and to deal with what's going on.
Trustee Tammy
And that's the problem that we have. Now, wonder why we have dysfunction? This is the reason. So if y'all walk out, y'all walk out. We got business to handle.
At 7:58.
Okay. All right, so go ahead, handle your business, and we gonna handle ours. All right.
Power to the people. Power to the president. They don't want nothing. Say you're going to do something that you don't do. If I can't, I can't.
The meeting was adjourned because we have to have enough space. So we have to. The Open Meetings Act requires that that we have enough space for everybody to get in. Because of that, I feel we have a lot of outrage going on out there, and we wanted to be able to provide the space to people that they are looking for. Monday, May 8th.
Monday, May 8th?
Monday, April 8th, 6:30 p.m., Dalton Park District. Yes. Well, we're trying to listen to the outcries of residents, and I think it's very disappointing. Yes.
Everyone's frustrated at the moment. You're violating the ordinances. You're violating the residents' rights. They deserve, this is their house. This is the residents' home. And anytime you can't come in, it's a problem. Brittany Norwood, B-R-I-T-T-N-E-Y, Norwood, N-O-R-W-O-O-D. Thank you.
Wood and the other trustees who supported that investigation hope to override the veto by their next board meeting on April 1st. In Dalton, Christian Farr, NBC 5 News.
The misuse of funds is among the many allegations discussed in South Suburban Dalton today. Residents got a chance to tell village trustees what their concerns are, including a multi-million-dollar deficit and multiple lawsuits the village is facing. NBC 5's V. Wen has the story.
Dozens of Dalton residents filled this room at Lester Long facility Saturday morning for an event with the trustees. The special guest speaker, Dr. Nicole Scott.
We just got to keep pushing forward.
She's the founder of American Association of Single Parents and says she's been running into problems with the village over plans to renovate her property downtown and to expand their food pantry, Free Indeed Market.
Last year alone, we served over 20,000 individuals, and we need to expand, and they will not allow us to do that.
Since last July, she's been trying to get approval for permits and licensing from the village with no movement, she says, and now believes Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration may have special interest in her property.
I think their goal and hope is to take the property from us, to get it through eminent domain.
NBC5 reached out to the village of Dalton asking about Scott's specific case. The village administrator telling us in a statement, quote, "We are deeply disturbed by Dr. Nicole Scott's false allegations. She has not fulfilled the requirements in order to secure permits by the village of Dalton under the village code." He goes on to cite property tax issues and says the property has also failed multiple inspections.
What they're saying is not true. It took them 6 months to tell me that the things that I submitted were not sufficient. And I think that that is a stall. That is them trying to, wait me out.
This comes amid allegations from residents and trustees over Henyard's misuse of public funds, lavish spending, and mispayments to vendors. Several trustees telling NBC5 the village faces a growing $7 million deficit and multiple lawsuits. Some residents voiced their frustrations and concerns over the current administration.
Guys, we need to take the heart and put it back in Dalton.
Not only is it not entertaining, it is an injustice to the people who have no
We need to take our village back.
Meanwhile, Dr. Nicole Scott says she is trying to raise money to hire an attorney to take her fight against the village to court. Reporting in Dalton, V1 NBC 5 News.
More drama in Dalton tonight. Several trustees are calling on the mayor and another village trustee to resign.
Both are at the center of an investigation. NBC5's Regina Waldrop started working on this case 6 months ago. She joins us now with more on what she's learned. Regina.
Marion and Stefan, we obtained copies of complaints accusing Mayor Tiffany Henyard and an unnamed Dalton trustee of sexual harassment, retaliation, and discrimination. And the Department of Human Rights tells us it is investigating. At the center of it all, a trip they all took last year to Las Vegas and a sexual encounter one woman says was not consensual.
There are 6 elected trustees on the Dalton Village Board. Some of them joined Mayor Tiffany Henyard last May on an economic development trip to Las Vegas. It was on that trip that the mayor's now former assistant claims she was the victim of an unwanted sexual encounter carried out by an unnamed Dalton trustee. She filed this complaint with the Department of Human Rights. According to the woman's complaint, after having dinner with the unnamed trustee, she started to feel disoriented. Then she blacked out. The next morning, she woke up in the trustee's hotel room with no memory of how she got there, experiencing physical discomfort. Officer Byron Miles, who was part of Mayor Henyard's security detail at the time, also filed a complaint with the Human Rights Department. He also went on that trip to Vegas and says in his complaint, the unnamed trustee called him on the phone and told him he had unprotected sex with the woman. In the complaint, he says he recorded some of their conversation. According to both complaints, the woman says when she told the mayor about the incident, the mayor said if this information became public, she'd be ruined. All the work she'd done would be lost. The ex-employee says the mayor told her she would take care of it and to trust her. Days later, according to her complaint, the woman was put on unpaid medical leave without her consent. She was later terminated. Trustees Tammy Brown, Kiana Belcher, and Brittany Norwood did not go on that trip to Vegas. By show of hands, how many of you knew about these allegations? They tell NBC5 they're stunned to learn about the investigation by the Department of Human Rights and the allegations made by the mayor's former assistant.
That could have been any one of us. That could have been either trustee. That could be anybody. I'm furious. This makes no sense. I'm hurt and I'm furious. That means that these people have known about this for some time. It's almost a year later.
The biggest fear is always, how far is this going to go before someone gets hurt? And now I feel like this is what it's come to.
The trustees say the mayor should have immediately launched an investigation. They're calling on the mayor and the unnamed trustee to resign.
For you to cover up something like this, allegations of someone doing this to someone, is horrible. And you cannot lead the village of Dalton under these circumstances. Everybody involved, if you hold a position, you should resign immediately. There's already enough shame being brought to this village. How much more? How much more?
In a statement, trustee Jason House says he did not go on that trip to Vegas. NBC5 reached out to the 2 remaining trustees for comment, but didn't hear back. The village, in a statement, told NBC5 it conducted a thorough investigation into these allegations led by an independent third-party company. The statement goes on to say former police officer Miles was interviewed and denied knowing anything about these allegations, and the alleged victim refused to cooperate with our investigation. The statement continues, this is nothing more than 2 disgruntled village employees trying to make off with the taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. The village looks forward to defending these allegations and pursuing all other available remedies to the village.
To clarify, Byron Miles is still a Dalton police officer. Now, we asked the trustees if Officer Miles should have done more if he knew an unwanted sexual encounter occurred. They told us they're still digesting the allegations. And NBC5 did reach out to the attorney for Officer Miles and the alleged victim for a statement. Marion and Stephan, still a lot of work to do with this story.
All right, Regina, we know you'll be on top of it. Thank you so much.
A South Suburban official tonight says if the allegations against Dalton's mayor are true, she should step down from the 2 government positions she holds.
He told that to our Regina Waldrop, who was at tonight's Thornton Township Board Trustees meeting.
We in the news every single day.
Referring to herself as super mayor.
Hey, I'm the first super mayor.
Tiffany Henyard had lots to say during Tuesday night's Thornton Township Board of Trustees meeting. but she left without taking any questions.
Vegas mayor.
NBC5 obtained copies of complaints accusing Mayor Henyard and an unnamed Village of Dalton trustee of sexual harassment, retaliation, and discrimination, and the Department of Human Rights tells NBC5 it is investigating. The complaints are focused on what allegedly happened on an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. The mayor's now former assistant claims she was the victim of an unwanted sexual encounter carried out by that unnamed Dalton trustee, and as a result, filed this complaint. According to her complaint, after having dinner with the trustee, she started to feel disoriented. Then she blacked out. The next morning, she woke up in the trustee's hotel room with no memory of how she got there, experiencing physical discomfort. Officer Byron Miles, who was part of Mayor Henyard's security detail at the time, also filed a complaint with the Human Rights Department. He also went on that trip to Las Vegas and says in his complaint, the trustee called him on the phone and told him he had unprotected sex with the woman. In the complaint, he says he recorded some of their conversation. According to both complaints, the woman says when she told the mayor about the incident, the mayor said if the information became public, she would be ruined, that all the work she'd done would be lost. The ex-employee says the mayor told her she would take care of it and to trust her. Days later, according to her complaint, the woman says she was put on unpaid medical leave without her consent and later
Wood and the other trustees who supported that investigation hope to override the veto by their next board meeting on April 1st. In Dalton, Christian Farr, NBC5 News.
The misuse of funds is among the many allegations discussed in South Suburban Dalton today. Residents got a chance to tell village trustees what their concerns are, including a multi-million-dollar deficit and multiple lawsuits the village is facing. NBC5's V. Wen has the story.
Dozens of Dalton residents filled this room at Lester Long facility Saturday morning for an event with the trustees. The special guest speaker, Dr. Nicole Scott.
We just got to keep pushing forward.
She's the founder of American Association of Single Parents and says she's been running into problems with the village over plans to renovate her property downtown and to expand their food pantry, Free Indeed Market.
That the P. Diddy case is being modeled on the investigation that brought down music superstar Rkelly almost 2 years ago. And in that case, the federal government used allegations that were made in civil lawsuits against Rkelly to bring criminal charges. Nadia Shihata was one of the prosecutors who got Rkelly convicted of sex trafficking. She's now a defense attorney and happens to be here with me live. Nadia, thank you so much for stepping in. So first of all, your reaction to the news you're seeing, to the two raids, all of the material that I've just provided prior to you coming on, and the news that the feds are modeling this case after your case.
Yeah, I mean, it's big news. Obviously, taking an overt step in an investigation of searching two homes means the investigation is well underway here. They clearly have probable cause to believe a federal crime has been committed and that evidence of that crime or multiple crimes would be found in the two locations that they searched. So this is big news. And if I'm P. Diddy, or his lawyers, I'd be very concerned at this point.
The biggest concern, as I understand it, and check me if I'm wrong here, is that when people sign non-disclosure agreements, as may have happened in P. Diddy's world, in big celebrities' world, it happens all the time. That's that, right? Doesn't matter if you file a civil lawsuit. But when the feds come knocking, NDAs mean nothing. Is that what you found in the prosecution of Rkelly? All of these lawsuits and these accusers or people who may have been covered by NDAs, the floodgates were open and they could tell you everything, AKA, is that possibly happening here?
That may well be happening here. An NDA, when push comes to shove, is not going to trump a grand jury subpoena or a federal agent or prosecutor asking you questions, but I wouldn't say that they have no effect. NDAs can make people very reluctant and hesitant to speak to law enforcement. So if it's someone that law enforcement is not already aware of, they may be wary to, themselves contact law enforcement to provide information. And so they can still deter people in that sense.
But once they know they're safe, they can speak, which I think is always, well, it's a concern if you're the target. And we are told that Diddy is indeed the target of this investigation. Nadia Shihata, thank you so much for being on. I'll call you again.
Thank you.
That the P. Diddy case is being modeled on the investigation that brought down music superstar Rkelly almost 2 years ago.
Previously on part 2.
The logistics are a nightmare. There's cases in Cook County and state court. There's 4 cases. There's a case in federal court here in Illinois and a case in New York.
In the United States, the wheels turn based on precedent. And unfortunately for Robert, he is the guinea pig when it comes to the hashtag #MeToo.
And Tazaki Shange says being Black and a woman is a metaphysical thing that I haven't figured out yet. And so I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's an obstacle I overcome every day.
The Me Too movement, they were able to tap into something that happened to every woman and empower them to say something about it. In my lifetime, that's a good thing. But what that narrative doesn't speak to is people who are opportunistic.
The criminal justice people, and a lot of other people might feel that he was guilty in 2008 and he got away with it. And because it was I guess a Black stain to them, it's more of a, we're gonna find a way to get you now.
I'm a professional female, and the Me Too movement is ruining my life.
I think that Rkelly was able to get away with behavior that was pushed aside because he was famous and he was selling dreams.
It was never her fault. Her music was something she should have stayed in. And when she shared her experience with him, I think that was the key that allowed him to prey on her. That was his end.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
The story of Angelo turned out to be a story that will rival the messiest of soap operas and the highest rated shows of a Jerry Springer or Maury Povich episode. He and his family withstood slander, all-out lies, as well as the injustice of a justice system not designed for a parent's heart, but designed to be patient and wait for an opportune moment. That moment finally came with Rkelly being in jail and the answered prayers of Azrael seeming to wake up and shake the spell she had previously been in. Angelo's quest to recover and reunite with Azriel finally came to an end.
This is my baby right here.
He reunited with his daughter, and they immediately began to repair a strained father and daughter relationship. Azriel, at the time, seemed to still hold on to a resentment built on everything she had just gone through.
I think we still have to address the elephant in the room. We haven't really taken that time, to do so.
It's not about what the world thought it was about. It was about me getting relationships with my daughter, getting an understanding that she was good. Through all the back and forward, the talk, the media, everything, you got painted a picture. So what I needed was confirmation from my daughter.
I understand that, and I respect that completely. But I feel like for me, where it was so hard for me and why I continue to not have communication with my family is because this Lifetime documentary stuff just happened within the last 2. And then out of nowhere, these last 2 years, you hear, oh my God, this is happening. Oh my God, that is happening. I just feel like, how can you be oblivious to the years that I was okay and just snap, oh my God, I need to know where my daughter's at. She's this, she's that. I need to make sure she's okay. Like, I've been okay for 3 years prior. That's where I drew my line, because at that point, I was an adult. And at that point, I felt like I was okay. So to believe something like that, so extreme, so bizarre, so outrageous, I just couldn't even fathom my parents believing